We live, we live. What's happening, everybody? All right, King Sean first, Kevin second. It looks like EJ technically claimed second, but he technically third. What's happening, y'all? Just to let y'all know, what's it called? Seyi said he already let me know like a while back that he's gonna be here at like 8:30. What's good, Rich? His parents asked him to do something like super last second, so he's gonna come here 8:30. He's not late, like he just has something to do. So hey, we not about to start this right now. No, not right now. But what's happening, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Shout out to Smokes for that. Yeah, Smokes do come in extra fancy. He does come in extra fancy. It was good though, y'all. I know y'all. I wanted to talk about the Wizards. I was hoping that like by now y'all be winning games, but I'm pretty sure y'all probably don't want to talk about it. So, but otherwise, I'll be down to talk about the. That's what I planned on. Like a week ago, I planned on. All right, when it comes to this show, Friday, January 1st, we're gonna talk about the Wizards and see where they're at. But the Wizards are not doing too well, so I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to do it. But Shay. No, he has to do something for them or something like that. He said, no, we not talking about it. Shut up, Smooth. What's up, Rich? What's good, EJ? What's good? Yeah, I figured y'all probably didn't want to talk about it. But I do want to get a good feel on what's good, Johnny. What's it called? I do want to get a feel for how everybody's feeling about this Alex Smith versus Taylor thing, because it's looking like pretty much Alex Smith is going to start. It's almost like guaranteed again, unless it's some random setback out of nowhere, just like I don't know what happened. It's looking like Alex Smith. You said Russell Westbrook made the team even worse. I told y'all we were going to be trash. Ain't they 0-10? I think they're 0-5 or something like that. And I heard Bradley Beal lost the ball on like a potential game-winning shot. I don't know. I've only seen like notifications from ESPN and what I've seen on Twitter, but I haven't watched anything. I haven't seen Westbrook take a single shot in a Wizards jersey yet. It's crazy. This is why we got to fire Scott Brooks. So, all right, that's a good question. Do you feel like it's Scott Brooks or Westbrook more? Who fault do y'all feel like it is more? Because I'm curious. Again, I haven't watched the game, so I literally don't know. I would assume it's Scott Brooks, though, since Scott Brooks has been holding people, back for a while, even when he was with the Thunder. He doesn't elevate talent. The talent normally like bails him out on his coaching. As a person who watches the games, is 98%. Yeah, and Westbrook. Oh yeah, I think I'm surprised Westbrook isn't getting a larger percentage than that. But I know Scott Brooks is bad. He plays so wild, doesn't slow down. Scott Brooks just can't work a rotation or call a good defensive plan. I haven't watched the Wizards game since Caron Butler. Dang. All right, okay. But he said, Rico, what do you think about us trading up to Dolphins pick because they have Texans first round, which is third or fifth, and the Dolphins still have their first? That might be a thing for real. First of all, the Dolphins might not need a quarterback. So even then by itself, you know what I mean? Like them not needing a quarterback that makes them a strong trade back candidate. But then they have 2 first round picks. So yeah, that's a really good point, John. Hey, I'm down to do that, man. I'm down to do that. But that man said he ain't watched the Wizards game since Caron Butler. From an OKC fan, Brooks is bad, bro. Yeah, because I was a Westbrook fan for forever, so I was there with the Westbrook and KD and James Harden. I was there before James Harden. I was there with Westbrook, and it was just Westbrook and KD. Then James Harden and Ibaka came, and then James Harden left. Then eventually KD left, and then Ibaka left, and Westbrook left. But I was there, Thabo Sefolosha and Nick Collison, and then we moved. Then they moved and got. But he still can't shoot. It's good defensively though. That Scott Brooks has been a really fun era. Scott Brooks, and then he went to the Wizards, and now he's making the Wizards worse than they should be. Because talent-wise, I mean, again, I'm not really a great basketball evaluator, but I do feel like y'all are underperforming based on y'all talent. I do feel like it's Scott Brooks more than anything else. Brother, whose fault Scott Brooks has got to go. What's good, Steve? Dolphins are taking Devontae Smith. Dolphins only got 1 receiver. Dolphins ain't trading with us. No, but I mean, that's what everybody says. But when you got 2 first-round picks, you originally from D.C. You talking to me? I was born in Maryland, raised in Atlanta, but I was born in Maryland, though. How about Melo? He looking nice as a rookie. I haven't watched anything but Anthony Edwards. That's it. I've only seen highlights. I haven't even watched the Anthony Edwards game. By the way, I said 2% for Westbrook. It's still a huge a part of my eyes. Just Brooks is that awful. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. What's good, Smokes? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. Crazy things, Dolphins got like the 3rd or 4th pick, and they might make the playoffs. But it's wild. I think they will. Didn't they beat the Raiders? They beat the Raiders last week. And they had a better record than the Raiders last week before they even played. I think they had like 2 more wins than the Raiders before that game ended. Wizards have no bench. Rico, we got to talk about how Georgia got lucky. Bro, we didn't. Most of our starters are out. That game shouldn't even been that close. Really, Cincinnati's trash for even losing to us. Where's what's it called? Azeez Ojulari, just a different type of guy, bro. I'm expecting him to go pretty high in the draft. He may not go first. I don't know. We'll see next year. But I'm thinking like he will go at least 2nd round in the draft next year. My boy Azeez Ojulari don't play. We don't have great defensive players, though. Terry and Gibson out. I think Terry more than likely will be out, and Gibson won't be. I think Gibson will be playing. Rico is addicted to Edwards. Why y'all always got to make it sound so weird? I just support if it's somebody from Atlanta and they's like Dwight Howard's different. He from Atlanta. He actually from the same place as Anthony Edwards, literally Campbellton. If he was like super Atlanta the way he acted, maybe I would support him more. But Dwight Howard, he from Atlanta, but he don't bring Atlanta with him. He don't talk Atlanta. He don't act Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So Anthony Edwards, I'm supporting him all the way through. It literally went from AI to Gilbert for a little while to Westbrook. Now Anthony Edwards is my dude. So now you can't tell me nothing about Anthony Edwards. I don't care what's going on. But I still don't care about basketball enough to watch all the games. I haven't called a Timberwolves game yet, boy. I do not, boy. Boy had one good game and people are going crazy. I'm thinking LaMelo will be pretty good, though. I'm just worried about his defense. Jalen Waller, the DC Wizards sold out the Pittsburgh attempt to lure KD, then botched it badly. Now they're trying to save face with Westbrook, and it's not working. Yeah, I know a lot of teams did that. They would like do whatever they can to acquire as much random talent as possible, make them look attractive to KD, and then KD ends up not going there. So now your team is just a weird set of puzzle pieces that don't match and things like that. Happy New Year. It's good, Steve. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, I already said it. Seyi said he's going to be here at 8:30. He had something to do real quick. Like something like he got told last second he had to do. So he'll be here soon. He'll be say 8:30 about. What's good, Casper? Isn't Desmond Ridder playing for Cincinnati? Yeah. And look at John Wall balling. I told y'all I deserve my credit for saying he was going to ball. I don't even know how they're losing games with John Wall, with James Harden and DeMarcus Cousins. Like, why are they losing games? Desmond Ridder is doo-doo. I wouldn't say Desmond Ridder is doo-doo, but, I mean, he just wasn't ready for the big leagues. He had, going against SEC defenses. Not even just Georgia specifically, but just SEC defenses. He just wasn't ready for that. Will we ever see Bryce Love? I hope so next season, man. I really hope so. Rich and I told y'all, trade John Wall, we about to suck. About to get that dub in fantasy championship. Seyi don't want the smoke. Hey, get him, Casper. Let him know. Casper. You're in the championship. I haven't even checked because I'm so bad in that league. I haven't even checked. I stopped even picking up free agents. I think I'm not even in it no more. Like I'm not even in the participation trophy range. I think I'm even outside of that right now. John Wall balling with the Rockets. Did you hear the interview with Edwards got? Said, dang, I look good. Nah, I didn't even see that one. I'm about to peep that one too, bro. It's so funny how super Atlanta he is. I like these people that like beyond music that represent Atlanta really well, like Desi Banks and Drewski and now we got Anthony Edwards and stuff like that. It used to be Pac-Man Jones. Pac-Man Jones used to be the heart of Westlake, the heart of West Atlanta, bro. He was like literally like a carbon copy of several people. Like Pac-Man Jones was the logo for West Atlanta, man, for a minute. Then Cam came and he's really Atlanta too. Not to the extent of a Pac-Man Jones, but yeah. Well, Cam Newton was extremely Atlanta, but now he's not doing too well, so not the same, man. But yeah, man, I'm supporting Edwards all the way, bro. Somebody from Campbellton. It'd be different if maybe he was from like the east side, like Decatur and all of that, and zone 6 and all of that. Maybe I would still support him heavy, but the fact that he off Campbellton is like, I got to, bro. Come on now. Off Campbellton, he right there. How you feel about Jalen Waller in the first round? Oh, y'all already know, bro. If it ain't quarterback in the first, I'm disappointed. Now we can still get a really good player in the first it's not like the first will be a bust if we don't say quarterback. But I'm gonna be disappointed no matter what if it's not one of those top 4 quarterbacks I want. Notre Dame got hammered. You like Jacoby Brissett? Nah, I'm not a big. He did look really good for a little minute last season, not this season, but last season. But I don't know. I'm about to watch Jacoby Brissett more to see because I think he's getting paid a lot. I'm not sure how much money he's gonna want to. Ain't no one want to watch Alabama versus Clemson again. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. I'm not gonna lie. Especially since both of them don't really seem as like this year of college football just wasn't like that great. Like I feel like old Alabama, like a year or 2 years ago, could beat this Alabama. I feel like last year's Clemson can beat this Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just didn't seem like everybody was super tip-top talent and production this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody took a slight step back. Now, Alabama and Clemson are still like the better of the guys that took step backs. But it just seems like everybody got a little bit worse. Maybe, I don't know, but Ohio State, they look like they got better going from Dwayne Haskins to Justin Fields. But it just, I don't know, they didn't play like it. I mean, I guess losing Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, and the other receiver that went to the Colts probably hurts a lot too. Boogie was out too, that 1-9 protocol. What we got? Dang, it skipped. Oh, okay, here we go. Why the media flip-flopping now? They riding the Cowboys. The media is always going to have a microscope on the Cowboys, especially since most of them are like Cowboys fans anyway. Like you, ESPN, Fox, all of them, there's at least one Cowboy fan at all times on one of those shows. Hey, bro, come here. So yeah, they're like when they're doing really bad, when they're doing even just a little bad. Now it's the world is ending. When they're doing a little good, when they're playing a little well, just a little bit. Now they just Super Bowl contenders all of a sudden. That's just how it's going to be with the Cowboys. They get ratings. Talking about the Cowboys gets ratings. Not sure you didn't want to show up because he's about to loot this fantasy guru card. Bro, Casper Hill, bro, I hope you get him, bro. Said, Rico, tell me about Desmond Ridder. You saw him. How do you feel? I think he should go back for another year, and then next year he'll be in that first-round pick conversation. I think just like how Justin Herbert was. Justin Herbert, we thought he might come out his junior year, but then he went back for his senior year and came back out, ended up being a first-round pick. I think Desmond Ridder might be the same thing, kind of. We'll see, though. I'm going to DM you on how I almost died on New Year's. All right, Joanne, and my cousin point of view. All right, bet. It's the same two teams that make, bro, that's annoying. Yeah, I won a championship in my other league. Rico, I went 11-2. Eat up, Rich. Eat up, Rich. Don't play with them, Rich. Eat up. Y'all remember when Jacoby Brissett had the Colts like 6-2 and beat this shit? That's what I'm saying. Like he looked pretty decent last year, not this season, but last season he was doing a little something. I don't know though. I'm about to look at what happened to him because I never really watched film on him. Are you gonna go live 8 at Sunday? Yep, I already have it scheduled and everything. You watching the Ohio State game? Nah, not at all. I'm not even interested anymore. I'm not even interested. Where do you think this team would be if Alex Smith never got hurt? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure if we win those games. Maybe we probably do beat the Panthers with Alex Smith. But other than that, I don't know. Rico, do you have an Insta? You have an Insta. Where do you think this team would be if Alex Smith never got hurt? No. Rico, Juice Kids Gwinnett. Not chose whether you fully support Gwinnett or not in between now. Make your decision. We need a QB first round. I agree. It's official. Zach Wilson declared for the draft. He's coming to DC. I would love Zach Wilson. Of course, I prefer Trey Lance, but I like Zach Wilson too. Nice. How's it next gen? Hey, yo, if we don't beat the Eagles, we don't deserve to ever go to the playoffs. They ever? Moving so realistic. He's either Dallas fan or former player on every network. Exactly, bro. He said, bro, why I say friends? I've yet to see anybody else. We've had other people occasionally. It's just rare. It's rare. It used to be, though. We used to have more people on here. What's good, though, Christian? But, yeah, Smokes, it's literally he either played for Dallas or is a fan of Dallas somewhere. Every network, almost every show. It's how it is. I want us to win just so I can see Skip Bayless freak out. You got an Insta. What is it? I think it's We Know Rico, like WENKNOW Rico. But, again, I don't be on my Insta, so, you send me something now and then, I'm aware of it. But, don't ever, send me something on Insta and, hold your breath waiting on me to see it. Just any other situation because I'm not I'm just not really a social media person, period. I mean, I do it now to help with my brand. That's why I'm on Twitter so much and active. But like naturally, I just don't wake up and be like, get on Instagram or get on Twitter and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I've just never been social media. Just never, I don't know. Coach chose a 37. I'm really good at it though. I know how to market the mess out of social media and all of that, but it's just like I don't wake up and just can't wait to be on Instagram. Coach chose a 37-year-old Phillip Rivers over Brissett, and the head coach is a QB guru. It tells you all you need to know. That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a really good point. Yeah, I said it to you, and it's like catch me if you can type of thing. Yeah, bruh. Cause you know, like my friends and my cousins and stuff, we have like an Instagram DM group that we're in. And then like I don't even see 80% of the stuff they put in there. But if somebody's like, hey, yo, check the Instagram group real quick, I'll check the Instagram group for what they sent. It's normally funny. And then on the way out, like when you exit the DM, that like group, I'll see my DMs and there'll be like other people. So then I'll run through them to see who I need to reply to. But that's about it. Like I don't just get on Instagram and for fun. I don't just wake up and be like, what's going on Instagram today? Let me surf Instagram for a few hours. Like that's not me. If you don't want Trask and DC, no QB in the first, I want Rashad Bateman. I'm actually pretty aight with a few guys late. Like if we're talking fourth round or later, I'm cool with taking a chance on like Mac Jones won't make it to the fourth, but you see what I'm saying, or like a Jamie Newman, maybe even a De'Aaron King. Rashad Bateman's pretty straight, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm down to try a few people later in the draft. I just don't want to spend a first. I don't want to draft a quarterback in the first 3 rounds unless it's the top 4 I want. I don't like any of those other guys enough to take them in the second or third. I'm sorry. Kyle Trask, even Mac Jones. I know Mac Jones is going to go probably in the first, but I don't think he's a first round quarterback. Kyle Trask is plot twist. Isaiah Wright is Chase Young's son. Wait, what? We don't talk about the Notre Dame game today. I didn't even peep it, so I don't even know. There's so many late round QBs this year. Exactly. Oh, De'Aaron King's going back to college? I didn't know that. That's wild. Did he say he's going, or is he just not declared yet? Kadarius Toney is a baller. Who is that? What's good, Joseph? Kyle Trask looked like Stevie Wonder with all them guys. Bro, that man lost Kyle Trask and his #1 receiver and was just terrible. And he's not mobile. Yeah, we got to talk about that. I want to draft the first round QB and a late round QB. Hey, I'm down to do both. Honestly, Rich, I was down for that exact thing. First round QB and then maybe get somebody late, maybe. But now the way Taylor Heineke looks, you know what I'm saying? I'm down to draft first round QB and Tyler Heineke. They duel it out in training camp. You know what I'm saying? If we keep Tyler, I'm willing to see what Tyler Heineke can bring. You know what I'm saying? Next season, like as far as like training camp goes, give him a chance. Notre Dame is trash. Yeah, Notre Dame, I mean, they're not in the SEC. They're not in the ACC. So, I mean, it's really not their fault. Like, they just don't recruit as well as these other places. Yeah, Rich, but I hate Mac Jones. He ain't mobile. I want to draft. Yep. Let's go. Clemson. He said he's going back. Oh, he said he's going back. Okay, bet. That makes sense because, like, I mean, he's not a good passer yet. I've been saying he can either be Kyler Murray or he's going to be a converted receiver like Julian Edelman. A lot of people forget Julian Edelman was a quarterback in college. He just like moved to receiver because he was like, this ain't working out. And I feel like De'Aaron King, if he would have come out the draft this year and maybe on that path, but I don't know, maybe another year of college might do him a lot of work. Oh, my boy Seyi, what's good?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's good? What's good?
Man. Sorry for the wait like Slim Fast again.
I explained it, bro. I was like, something came up last second. It's not your fault. I told everybody, man, you're not late, just busy.
Yeah. I had to get some lottery tickets, which actually didn't get some, so because they were closed. You know, Mega Millions is on today.
Oh, it is? So people
I
already know my granddad got one of them.
That's what I'm saying. My parents wanted me to get some for them, and they told me last second, and I couldn't say no to them, so I just had to go get it. And it closed at 8, so I couldn't go get it.
Tragic. There ain't nowhere else to go? You can't go to like a quick trip?
Nah, I had to do the show. Like, I was going to just drive around everywhere.
Oh, yeah, sitting there going from store to store. What's good, DMV
yeah,
Sports?
like, honestly, let's be honest now. Like,
you said we need a young QB, maybe.
Hold on, I probably need to do something real quick to improve my internet connection.
Bet. We be here chilling. I'm sitting here talking to the people. So we need a young QB that's not a QB. Maybe a guy that's on his second stint or somewhere a team's bench. I can see that. I mean, of course, I prefer draft, but as long as it's somebody good, I'm not mad. I don't care if I don't care. I'm still a fantasy champion in my other league. That's how I feel about these other leagues. So I'm terrible in the leagues that we're in together, but hey, man, I'm a champion in my other one. That's all that matters. He says, "Hello, Rico, the libtard." What is the libtard? What is that? I've seen Kevin say that a few times, not just now. Question. You are horrific in our league. I was just average. Dang, Rich, he ain't playing with him. Is it Devontae Smith, the DC hold? Yeah, I mean, Devontae Smith with the injury, I don't know how far he's going to slide, honestly. We might be able to trade back up into the late first like we did with Montez Sweat and get him. We need a young QB because old QBs are getting outsmarted by young QBs. Yeah, and not being mobile in this day and age is terrible, bro. But I still won by 96 points because my other players are slagging. Liberal retard? I ain't never heard of that.
I've heard from a source that people were talking about me currently losing in my fantasy league. Okay.
Oh yeah. So, they on your head.
So let's just set the record straight. All right, Casper. Let's just set the record straight.
Okay. Let me pull this up.
If I would have played Josh Allen and Myles Gaskin, it would have been over for you. Okay. I let you off easy. I probably overthought it. Like, you know what? Jalen Hurts had a good first start. So I was like, you know what? Let me play him. Josh Allen's going to get the Patriots defense, even though Patriots are trash. Their defense is still not. So I was like, you know what? May have an iffy game. James Robinson got, of course, shut down for the rest of the season. Could that put a little wrench in my plans? But I started the wrong running back. If those two situations would have changed, you would have been in trouble. I'm just saying. But you know what? We still got one more week. So I'm still your fantasy guru until otherwise.
Seyi, it's looking a little dark, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We still got one more week.
It's for that boy Casper on your head now. That boy Casper on your head. And the Ravens are playing for their lives against Cincinnati. Derrick Henry's always gonna do Derrick Henry things. Adam Thielen, Vikings playing for their lives right now. I don't know.
Seyi, it's a little... You should not be talking. Your worse. Your loss was much worse than this. I saw. You should not be talking. I probably would have done better against you than I did with Casper. Honestly, probably would have done much better. Matter of fact, I was actually hoping you win. I knew this was a tricky matchup.
Yeah, I saw Kamara run for 60.
I'm just still trying to see. How in our league we let you get Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson in the same draft? Lamar Jackson was overdrafted, so he should have been a first-round pick. How you get Derrick Henry? We need to investigate this. I don't know. There's some collusion going on.
Somebody trade
and then Rob Gronkowski all of a sudden wants to play like Patriots Gronkowski against me.
What did he do last week? Oh, no. Oh, 17.8.
I hate it.
Two catches, two touchdowns. Oh, Seyi, no.
Deep, like he's in the Patriots.
No, that man revived his career against you.
Against Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's all
against Atlanta. So you already know that's given at least 10 points.
Yeah, that's automatic 10 right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you never know. Marquise Brown might continue to drop easy catches like he normally does. Maybe Justin Jefferson takes the spotlight away from Adam Thielen. I don't know, man. But it looks like that's what I had you, bro.
Josh Jacobs also has been struggling like towards the end of the season. I don't know if it's an injury been hampering him, but all that trash he was talking about fantasy teams, he's surely hurting us. He is surely hurting us. I'll remember not to draft you next year, Josh Jacobs. If this is what you want, I'm not drafting you. I don't need someone with that type of attitude in my roster.
Attitude. Yeah, I have him in 2 other leagues. I'm struggling too, bro. I fully understand the Josh Jacobs struggles right now. It's a little tragic.
No, Rich. I just admitted I am human. You probably wouldn't have thought that since I've been winning every single league. I just admitted I'm human. I make human mistakes. It was just one human error. Every human is about to make an error, but I'm going to get this right. Still got one more week. Our defense just has to be good, and then we can win.
That man, what's it called? Rich. That man, Rich teed up. That man Rich teed up, boy. He went against Alvin Kamara with 6 touchdowns and is still winning the championship. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
I don't know what Rich did. Who do you have? I need to know what your team is. That's ridiculous.
How do you not win with Alvin Kamara? Who else did you have on the roster?
Whoever has Alvin Kamara is sick.
Him alone could count for at least half your points. Like, all you need to do is just have someone that scored like 2 more people that score 10 more points, and you can win. Everybody else can have 0, and you can win most games.
That's ridiculous. Somebody has Alvin Kamara and is not winning a championship. That's ridiculous. You folded. Rest of your team must be terrible, trash. So I'm gonna send you screenshots. I bet. What's good, J Mon? He said libtard is a contentious term for a person with left wing. I don't feel like that represents who I am, but okay.
Wait,
okay.
Don't call you that?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. I don't even exactly know what's going on.
I didn't know it was political.
Yeah, I don't know when that even happened. To be fair, the Vikings run defense is like running through a plastic sheet.
When do we talk about politics here?
I don't know. I don't know what I did.
We only talk about it for like 5 seconds, and then we move on to the next topic. I can't stand politics, honestly.
Yeah, politics is sad, bro. It's all sucks. Every side sucks. So how did you win already when the season is over? Right? I think he's saying he's estimated. You say what?
Oh, I was about to say, it was just the politics thing. Like, only reason I've been focusing on politics is just because it affects me in the stock market. That's really all I care about. I'm going to be honest. It's really all I care about. I only care about it when it affects my money. So that's why I'll talk about the stimulus, because that affects my money. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else when it comes to politics. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
I care more about local politics, but like the bigger stuff is just local is more important. Who's going back to Clemson for another year? Who? I don't know. Who? Well, I don't know. Did I miss something? Because I've seen that comment a couple of times in the chat, and I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know what's going on. Matter of fact, I could pull that game up right now. Hey, has anybody kept track of that guy y'all put me on to from the Lakers? How's that guy doing right now?
He's just been on the bench. He's been getting some PT, but Schroeder's in the lineup. But let's see what he's been averaging. So he doesn't
play much.
No, he does play. He gets more playing time now, but he's just a rotation guy.
Bro, they need to free that man. Them highlights are crazy, bro.
12 minutes, 7.3 points per game. In 12 minutes, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, they just don't play him that much.
Okay, the Wizards are playing the Timberwolves. I'm pulling up right now.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, Wizards are 0-5. Westbrook is still getting his triple-double.
I mentioned that in the beginning of the stream. They said they want to talk about it. I asked them if they wanted to talk about it. They said,
I'm trying to say. What did I tell y'all? That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, Desmond Ritter.
Y'all this. What did I tell y'all? What did I
was
tell
talking
y'all?
about Desmond Ritter should stay back. He should go back to. I didn't say anybody like absolutely was. All right, let me see this, bro. So Alvin Kamara.
What did I tell y'all about the Wizards? What did I tell y'all?
Yeah, Rich went against Alvin Kamara and still winning. How did Josh Allen have 53 fantasy points? What league is this? What league is this? Why did Josh Allen have 53 fantasy points? What did he do?
He only had 32 in mine. I don't know what league is that.
Josh Allen literally almost had exactly as many fantasy points as Alvin Kamara did. Alvin Kamara had 56. Josh Allen had 53 in this one. Bro, Rich, your fantasy league broke, bro. It ain't no way Josh Allen had 50. What did he do? Am I missing something? He said we're not talking about this, Seyi. He said F the Wizards. Dang,
maybe the passing touchdowns count for 6 points instead of 4. It's probably that why.
Ooh, somebody got a big boy bucket on Anthony Edwards just now. That was good defense, just better offense. That was a big boy. Somebody on the Wizards just went crazy.
Yo, I got league pass.
Off the glass,
I need to pull this up.
This is perfect. I'm rooting for Anthony Edwards, and they got the Wizards. So this is the perfect game for us to watch together during the stream. This aligned perfectly. The settings are off for QBs. Boy, y'all QBs going stupid. Score for my game was 140 to 139. Dang, that's right at the neck, boy. Somebody get an extra 3 yards. That's it. I'm not the commissioner. My settings are, them settings are crazy, bro. Josh Allen had 56 points. Alvin Kamara had 58 or something like that. That is wild. No, 53 to 56. That is wild that it's even that close. Like, Josh Allen did not ball like Alvin Kamara balled. The fact that it's even that close is just wild to me. I forgot y'all had Robin Lopez. Y'all do have Robin Lopez. That man over there chilling, bro. I don't even know who this is shooting free throws for the Timberwolves. I don't even know who that is. Who is that with the lock shooting free throws? Just bricked off the front of the rim. Hey, lock up, Anthony. Lock up.
Let's watch that game.
Let's watch the game up.
Yeah,
it's a floppy game. It's a lot of turnovers. I've only been here for a couple of seconds, and it's still just.
Is it local? Is it local stream?
Still, Rico, even if I had the 30, I still would have won. Check the numbers. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I'm still just saying, like, Josh Allen is going that stupid. It's crazy. That guy rested. Literally, his team is being carried by Alvin Kamara. He doesn't deserve to win. Wait, Aja, what are you doing right now, son? Hey, what you doing?
Are Wizards about to get their first win?
They're winning.
I like the Timberwolves jerseys. They're clean. Okay.
Yeah, I like them.
Oh, Jared Colbert. Jared Colbert just stumped up Robin Lopez like that?
Boy, where are you at? 140? I'm at 145. Where are you at?
No, this is the Bucks game. Wait.
I was about to say, where are you at?
Oh no, they were just showing a highlight of him dunking on Robin Lopez. Jared Colbert. Okay. It's still Wizards and Timberwolves. Okay, their jerseys are clean. What jersey? 32-25.
Who you way ahead of me, bud? All right. You said
now
what game y'all
34-25.
Oh, you said Rico, give us your off-season predictions. Well, of course I'm gonna do a whole video breakdown. But I don't know what you mean as far as free agency and draft and stuff like that. Because I really don't know. I'm really not sure. You talking about just generally? I think maybe we re-sign one. I don't know. Maybe we may go get one in free agency. You never know. But we're making a big move at quarterback. We're either taking one in the first round or getting a free agent. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything in between. And yeah, we're watching the Wizards and Timberwolves game right now. Don't waste your time watching the Wizards, ESPN.com. Rico, you said the stream wouldn't be the same without me between reading my comment. What you say? What you say, Jones? I don't even see what you said. Oh, you said let's talk about how the Wizards. You think you want me to reply to that? You want me to reply to how the Lakers gonna repeat? Rico, how you feel about getting Justin Simmons? I would be elated. The only problem in DMV Sports Zone had a really good point that like it's hard to have that much money just in the safety position alone because you're paying Landon Collins all that money. You got Cameron Curl, and then to pay Justin Simmons or Anthony Harris like 15, 16 million a year. That's a lot of money just on safety. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Landon Collins. Like, we're going to have to figure out a way to trade Landon Collins, basically. And that was a foul on Anthony Edwards. Y'all going to stop hating.
So grades does D'Angelo Russell have? Like, I've been seeing that.
I ain't even see it. He got the regular cornrows?
It looked like ponytails. I don't know what it is.
I can't even see it.
I don't know what it is.
If I was GM, I'd take Bateman and sign Crowder. I don't know what's up with Cole Beasley, but he's been playing like he on crack. All right, let's talk about how I need y'all to pray for me. What are you talking about? You talking about you being sick? Oh, yeah, Jones been sick, y'all. Just to let y'all know. He's been struggling out here for the past few days, so somebody needs somebody help. Oh, what is that? I just saw the D'Angelo Russell. I don't know what that is. That man look like a dinosaur.
So what you're saying is... What you're saying is you won't get that hairstyle, Rico?
Nah, bro. That man tripping, bro. That's Kentucky for you, though. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That man from Kentucky.
That's true.
That's them people. That's them people. And why is this camera so foggy? All right, now they're showing highlights. Yeah, I missed the beginning of it. I'm not gonna lie. Just so good. But yeah, hey man, shouts out to Jones, man. I hope that man get better, bro. That man out here struggling. He's still in the stream though. He not dying.
Shouts out to Jones.
D'Angelo Russell had the haircut on the Nets and just put it in 2K this year. But that haircut is terrible, bro. Or whatever that hairstyle. That's not even a cut. That's a style.
He had a different design on the Nets. He had like he had more like a dreaded style. That's like braids.
That's
He
a
had a different
mountain
style in
goat.
the Nets. The
I'm
style in the
assuming
Nets
that's
he had was pretty cool, but this one, I don't know about that.
it. Just got to be something that was inspired by somebody from Florida. It's no way. The way that how weird those locks were, or braid, whatever that was. He said, if you can still taste things, you good. Okay, that's good. That's a good silver lining, just to make sure we peep that. Hey, yo, watch the Lakers and Spurs. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
I'm not good. I'm good on all of that. Let
You
me
know
know what.
what?
But what's
Since
his
I
name
have
again?
Taylor Horton Tucker.
Yeah, let me know when he get in the game. I'll watch.
You know what? Oh, that'll be like if you could find those 12 minutes. But you know why I'm glad to have League Pass is now I don't have to watch the same 6 teams every single time. Like the Lakers, Pelicans, Celtics, Bucks. Like I have no problems against those teams, but it's just like every time they're on TV, it's like you don't see any other teams playing. So now I
Yeah.
can actually watch the Wizards. I can watch the Timberwolves. I can watch the Kings. I can watch the Charlotte Hornets. I like seeing other teams too, even if they're not that good. I just like watching basketball. And I'm tired of seeing the same teams every single time.
Yeah,
We already watched
Lakers
them in
get
the
all the
bubble.
time.
Like I want exactly. Lakers is like if you're a Lakers fan and you wanted to see a Lakers, you don't need League Pass because they're literally every game.
If they're playing, it's on TV. Period.
Yeah. So
It's like Lakers are
I'm just like,
30% of TV alone, and then it's like the
really?
Clippers and the Bucks and the Celtics and all of them share another 30, and then everybody
The
else is 40
Pelicans.
combined. Yeah, and the
Pelicans
Pelicans
also
too. All
get a
them
lot
star
just because of
names.
Zion.
Yep. They right there. They right there. Ooh, my boy Anthony Edwards missed a 3. You got to do better than that, man. With all the injuries the Eagles have, we should win, no excuses. Oh, yeah, I think, honestly, any of us could go play quarterback this week and win that game, bro. There's no reason, bro. Their injury report is horrible, bro. It's like the worst thing I've never seen an injury report so depleted. All those outs. It's like 15 names and like 12 of them are out, bro. I've never seen it. And we got to remember that's not even including injury reserve that they've had from like earlier in the season or during the off season. Before the season even started, they already lost half of their offensive line. So the Eagles, man, we lose to the Eagles, we don't deserve playoffs. We should be fined a draft pick for losing to the Eagles at this point. They don't have anybody.
Jerome Robinson would be better in the NBA. Jerome Robinson's a wizard, by the way, but I thought he'd be better in the NBA. Remember him from Boston College.
Wizards might get their first win though. They might get, you know what I'm saying? Looking pretty nice. The Wizards are up 11 on my screen right now. Yeah, I don't really necessarily care who wins. I just want Anthony Edwards to go stupid, but he's so secondary.
I sent you that. I sent you that interview, right?
Oh yeah, I already seen it. Oh yeah, that's
Anthony
my
Edwards.
boy. Yeah, that's my boy right there. That's real Campbellton right there. The whole way through, bro. Literally the whole way through.
Wait, he from Campbellton? Okay. Exactly?
He from Campbellton.
Okay. I guess, yeah, that makes sense the way he exactly sounds.
The way he talking
and how he treats everything. Yeah.
People think he's from the east side of Atlanta because he sounds like 21 Savage. He does sound like 21 Savage a little bit.
And then his personality doesn't seem like the aggressive type. He seems more like the joking around type.
That's a lot. I mean, but
joking around type. That's Campbellton. That's what I'm from being there.
A lot of Atlanta and Memphis. I don't know about other cities, but Atlanta and Memphis, a lot of the the scariest people are also the silliest at the same time. Like Joan, joking, talking trash, extremely competitive. That man said we could do whatever. Said we could play trash can ball, whatever. There's money on the line, I'm gonna get it.
That's one of the people made a big deal of him saying that he's really, I forgot what exactly he said, that he just really is playing basketball for money, that he'll still prefer football. People say that's a negative, but no, he's competitive. There's a lot of basketball players who don't really like watching basketball, don't really care for the sport. They just play because they're good at it and it makes them money. There's a lot of examples, and a lot of them we're good. We're very good players.
He basically just said he'll watch film when he needs to, but he's never just gonna be sitting on the couch at home on an off day and pull up basketball. He just doesn't care enough. He's from Atlanta. He prefers football. It's that simple. He's black and from Atlanta. He prefers football. He just happened to be basketball is more money, less dangerous. So play basketball, but watch your football.
It's smart. And even Shaq, like in itself, he says he only watch certain players. He's not just going to watch a game just to watch a game. He just only watch certain players. He'll watch a game if he's on TNT, but he's not just going to watch a game just to watch a game. There's a lot of players like that. There's more players like that than you think. I mean, of course, you got your Kobe's who are like just basketball savants and Kevin Durant's, but there's actually a lot more players who don't even like it as much as we do, but they're just good at it, and it makes them money.
I'm around the same way with Anthony Edwards. If it can be a Lakers game. It could be Lakers Clippers on. I'm still going to the Bills Cincinnati Bengals game. I like football more. I don't really care for basketball, but I play basketball in real life all the time. Well, before Corona, so I perfectly understand. I think again, it's a symptom. I think being from Atlanta makes it a little bit worse because I mean the South is a football area. And then all Atlanta cares about is football and basketball generally. That's why the hockey team left. So for them to be black and from Atlanta, from the South, it just equals football. Everything you care about is football. High school football players are more famous and get more, notoriety and everywhere, and everybody cares about it more. It's bigger events like homecoming for football is bigger than homecoming for basketball. The South just genuinely just cares about football more. You just can't help it. And it's just more fun. Honestly, if I could be an elite football player and an elite basketball player, if we're talking money and safety, basketball easily. If we're talking about fun, to me, honestly, football is way more fun to play. It's just way more fun for me. If I could play pickup football games, I would play that over pickup basketball games. That's just not a thing, though. That's just not a thing. He said I love basketball more as a whole. Watching football is just for me. Like playing football in real life, I just don't play it that much. Well, I do NFL players face guards have holes in them. I'm so confused. I don't know how that works either, too, especially offensive line. I really like playing that. I really like playing both, but I've had my choice. But yeah, I mean, I saw people discussing on ESPN, and I'm glad they defended him because they were like, he's gonna watch it when he needs to, like if he needs to watch film to study the other team before they play. But he's not just going to be on the couch. Like right now, how we're watching this game, if he wasn't in the NBA yet, he wouldn't be watching this game. And I wouldn't be either if he wasn't playing. Or if we weren't streaming. If we weren't streaming, I wouldn't have even looked to see what games were on today. I wouldn't have even thought about the fact that basketball was on tonight. I think, isn't Clemson playing right now? That seems more important to me. Isn't the Clemson playing right now? What's going on right now? Are they? Or am I tripping? Somebody's playing right now. I
mean, they could be. I mean, around this time, usually the big teams are playing.
I'm typing NCAA football scores. Let me see.
I assume that's going to be a blowout and Clemson's going to be winning.
Oh, yeah. Clemson's playing Ohio State. That might actually be worth watching.
I think that's a blowout.
Yeah, it might not. I don't think people understand that Ohio State is not the Ohio State.
Clemson and Alabama is going to be the only competitive matchup. Honestly. Yeah,
I agree. I don't think people understand how not good Ohio State is this year. I don't know why though. Like I don't know what is it? Is Chase Young terrible?
They start the season so late. They start the season like just the Big Ten in general. So just a lot of teams that's had more games under the belt while they're still trying to get their footing.
Yeah, but I mean, after 6-7 games, it seemed like I would think of it as they have an advantage because they'd be less beaten up than other teams.
Yep, true. But yeah,
I guess they just lost too many players to the draft. Yeah.
And then look, this is Clemson, Alabama. This is everybody else.
But like I was saying earlier before you got here, it just seems like everybody took a step back this year as far as just talent. Like I feel like Alabama 3 years ago would beat this Alabama, or even last year Alabama would beat this Alabama.
I think that's expected too because I just felt like COVID just put the season out of whack. Because how often were they able to even do training camp? Do spring training. And it's just kind of like just threw everything out of whack for them. Some of them even know they were even going to play this year because they were debating it. Should they even have college football? Oh, yeah. And Joseph, I didn't see the tribute yet. I have it recorded, so I'm going to watch it. But yeah, I heard they did a good job. I was looking at like some of the results and I was looking at some of the pictures. I see Eric Rowan came in, Brody Lee's former partner. And it looks like they did a good job. And Rico, Don't know what I'm talking about. Brody Lee is this wrestler that died at the age of 41. He was an active wrestler too. So he used to be in WWE, then went to AEW. He was out for 2 months, and we all thought he was injured. Like that's what everybody would say. We just thought he was just injured, but little did we know he had a lung problem. So he died. He died like what, like last week or like a few days ago. I think it was last week.
That's crazy.
He died last week. Yeah, and it was like out of nowhere. It was super unexpected. So like,
that's
yeah,
how
like,
we felt with the MF Doom over here.
Yeah, it was similar to
caught me
MF
off
Doom.
guard. Yeah. I didn't know that he actually
Doom.
died on Halloween, and they just now announced it. That
was
wild.
Look, I told you how much I'm influenced by New York music. MF Doom, like I had his whole albums, everything. I was just listening to him the other day, not knowing he was already dead. So like, yeah, both of them. Similar to both of them, like the thing about Brody Lee, he had a lung problem. It wasn't COVID related, but thing is, AEW, his employer, knew about it, but they didn't say anything because the family, his wife, didn't want anything spreading out, so they didn't say anything until he passed. And some of the MF Doom, we didn't know anything until October 31st, so it just caught everybody off guard.
Right out of nowhere, I was like, "Wait, what?" Man, he was holding it down for the UK, bro. MF Doom was holding it down for the UK for real. But yeah, that's all wild, man. That's super wild. And oh yeah, Smokes, I see that the holes with the mouth guards. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is at all. We would be way better with Wall. He said wizards are stupid. Yeah, nah. It's sad to say, but I'm so numb to my rappers dying between listening to Chicago and Atlanta music so much. It's just like it just happens. It's just one of them things. I'm used to listening to people that are no longer alive. Like it's just, I don't know, but I'm so numb to it. It's not good, but like it's a fact. I'm so numb to it. Especially Chicago was the last straw. Atlanta was already bad, and somebody would die here and there. But like Chicago was like the last straw of even being able to even try to keep up with my rappers. Between jail or death, it was just like, man, between Atlanta and Chicago, you just never know what's about to happen the next week. But Ohio State scored.
Another Atlanta zone, Malik Beasley with the dunk. Another Atlanta zone from the Minnesota Timberwolves, Malik Beasley with the dunk.
Okay, a little something.
Yeah, he's the one that I told you was from Alpharetta, but he got arrested over the summer over some gun charge. I think that's what it was. I didn't even know he was going to play the season, but he is.
I think Rich reminded me of his existence. He was like, "Nah, Rico, claim your boy if you're getting arrested." Young Pappy should still be here. He was great. I love Young Pappy, but he was wilding, bro. He was literally like wilding. Like, bro, he would be in other people's hoods chasing them down. It was only a matter of time. And he got shot several times before he even died. Like, he got shot like 3 or 4 different events, like different days than the day he got shot and died. Like, he was just wilding. That man was never going to change. For him, it was only a matter of time, sad to say, but he was one of the people that just didn't learn a lesson. He was just too aggressive. And why he was wild. He was different. That man was different. But Pappy was really fun. Pappy would be running things right now if he was alive. Him and LA. But look, this game is close, Shay. 7-7 is the first quarter, but 7-7, you know what I'm saying? I got both of them up now. Yeah, both of them up.
Let me put it to that game. Or let's see what other NBA games I can watch.
This Clemson Ohio State game is way more entertaining than what I was watching with Anthony Edwards versus the
This one was in there. Let's see the Grizzlies and Hornets. Let me peep that for a second.
King Sean said you should post on your YouTube channel. I like your vids. Hey, bro, you gotta get it. You gotta get
thank you. Yeah, I need to. I'm being lazy. My bad. I need to.
He said, "I'm still alive. Anybody listening to my music? I'm the business and can't die from gunshots." Wait, what?
Yo, these Hornets jerseys. These Hornets jerseys are clean, but they look like old Grizzlies jerseys. It's weird, but they're playing the Grizzlies.
That's probably the biggest comment that's the most I've ever agreed with my boy Juan Gotti. We've agreed on a lot, but I think that's the truest thing he'd ever said that I've seen. Like the most, just like, yes. I want to put my fist in the air. Yes. Let them know, Juan. Let them know. Straight facts.
That court, yo, you need to pop into I don't know if you go see Hornets and Grizzlies, but that court too is clean and the logo. Yo, I'm digging these city jerseys. I'm digging these city jerseys. Oh, I might need to pop. I might need to cop that jersey.
Hold on,
Man,
let
I
me
need
pull
to
up.
be
Let me
making
pull
more
up.
money.
Hornets got their things
jersey.
going. What's going on? Let me see. Let me pull up. Okay, you said the Hornets, and yeah, King Sean. I'm watching both games at the same time on my computer. I just have them as small little screens around my computer right now. Grizzlies, Hornets. Let's see what's going on with the Grizzlies, Hornets. Let me see how clean this is looking right now. Let me see.
I mean, the game
is
mint green competitive, but the jerseys and the court,
this is interesting.
The jerseys and the court are clean. Yeah,
I'm rocking with it. This is clean.
They look like the Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys, like when Memphis used to be in Vancouver. So it kind of threw me off. I was like, wait, which one?
You just assumed it was the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is a wash though. They getting scrubbed.
Yeah.
Hey, getting Diddy bopped out there.
John Morant is balling this season. Let me go to the college. I just
Ohio State can't stop them, bro. Every run is 8 yards or more, bro. It's dark. This game is pretty much over. It's close now, but if you can't stop a team from running 8 yards every time, it's over with. And we talking about LA Capone, Rich. College football offensive drives are so easy, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. They're struggling right now. Ohio State is struggling. Well, you got that. You let me know how that's going. You let me know how that game.
I feel like I knew I was going to be surprised. 83 tied. I felt like you know what? Watch this actually be a close game. You know what? 83 tied with 7 minutes left.
And Clemson just scored a touchdown, 14-17. All right, that was quick.
Yeah, because I'm saying how you were describing it, this is gonna be a blowout, so might as well not watch that.
Yeah, bro. Every run, 8 yards at least. Every run, bro. That's done. Man, Trevor Lawrence don't even have to do anything. He just has to be a threat.
Pistons got the lead right now.
Is Travis Etienne? Where is he? I know he's going in the first round, but what are we talking? With how running backs are devalued nowadays, do we think he's going top 15?
He's a running back with explosion and can also catch out the backfield. He's going in the first round, probably mid to late first round though.
That's what I'm saying. So we're thinking between 15 to 25, somewhere around there, probably.
Yeah, somewhere like that, or probably to 30.
Yeah, good. What's good, Pokey?
Who needs a running back?
Yeah, and a lot of and
he hasn't gotten carries like that, right? He hasn't gotten 30 carries. He wasn't been worn out like Zeke Elliott was in Ohio State, so he hasn't been getting carries like that, right? I mean, he's been getting carries, but not like Jonathan Taylor or Zeke Elliott.
That's what's perfect about it too. That's why Georgia, Alabama, all of these guys, they're part of great running back committees. Everybody's 5-star running backs. So you enter the league fully healthy with not a lot of miles on you. Not like Jonathan. What's his name? Jonathan. What's his name for the Colts, bro? He came.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he came into the league with like he basically in his third year of the NFL already with how many carries he has. You know what I'm saying? So Travis Etienne, that's a good point. He's a pass catching guy. He doesn't have too much mileage on him. So somebody may pick him higher just because of both of those points. And it's supply and demand. You know what I'm saying? Running backs. Yeah, exactly.
Najee Harris is part of a platoon.
Bro, Alabama, Georgia, Clemson. What's it called? Teams just have 5-star running backs on the bench, so everybody splits carries.
I think that's why Damian Harris is also doing so good too. He's been part of a platoon, so
yep.
He's been doing
coming
good
to the league fresh, straight fresh. You play enough to get experience and to get better and to learn and develop, but you don't play to the point like Jonathan Taylor, when you out here basically entering the NFL as a third year vet on draft day. Man,
probably had
40 years old.
Probably had more carries in his life than Marlon Mack already. Given how Marlon Mack is, probably already had more carries total in his life.
Exactly. That's sad. That's really sad. But hey, man, he wanted them yards. He wanted them stats. He wanted to try to fight for a Heisman in college. How can you be mad at somebody wanting to do that?
And still can't get it.
It's the quarterback's league, man.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of hate the Heisman now. I remember when the Heisman used to used to include different positions, but now it's just like
And Woodson.
it's always going to be a quarterback. Yeah, Darren Woodson. Even Reggie Bush. Like back in those days, like now it's not even just like rarely a defensive player can get it. It's now rarely anybody that's not a quarterback that can get it, and this is boring now. It's predictable.
The fact that I was happy about Chase Young even being a finalist is sad. Like I was just happy that he was a finalist. Like, yay, he made it to the award show.
This
like
the 90s with the stats he had, he would have won.
Oh yeah, easily.
But it's just so predictable and boring now. Like I don't know when the system changed, but why is it just why the Heisman is just restricted to be a quarterback? You might as well just take every other position out, just make it quarterback only. That's what they're doing anyways.
They might as well just have two separate awards, quarterback and Heisman. Quarterback should just have its own little separate little award ceremony at the sports awards or whatever they do. And then everybody else should be the Heisman.
Who's the last non-quarterback to win it? Derrick Henry? I think so.
Did Mark Ingram win it?
Yeah, but Derrick Henry was after Mark Ingram.
Derrick Henry was after him.
Mark
was Derrick Henry.
I think it was the next person after Derrick Henry to win it.
Heisman Trophy winners. Let me type that up. I don't think so. Rich gets good. Point about Damian Harris. What wide receiver would be a perfect 1-2 punch for Terry McLaurin? To me, Allen Robinson, but I don't think I'm not sure if we're gonna actually shoot. Then again, how aggressive Ron Rivera was with Amari Cooper, even though we had Terry McLaurin already. You never know. He might go try to get who was the first one? Jay Berwanger. Boy, lost me with that one. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so Joe Burrow, yep, quarterback. Yep, Derrick Henry, that's it. And quarterback. Mark Henry, yep. quarterback.
It's Mark Henry.
Bush.
Yeah, Mark Henry.
Quarterback. Ron Dane. Ricky Will. Oh, I remember Ricky Williams.
Ron Dane. Oh man, Ron Dane.
I forgot about
Ron Dane. Was
Wisconsin,
supposed to be so good in the NFL. He was kind of a bust. Yeah,
Wisconsin
they give
always
like 5,000
has a run game. Wisconsin does not play
the bust in the
NFL. Exactly. Wisconsin offensive linemen and running backs are always at least somewhat good. They just get ran down the dirt. You know what I'm saying?
And they always have like these big backs. They always have big backs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do go power. They go super power every time.
Yeah, Ron Dane was like, what, 240?
We can look right now. What is he right now? Because he's probably somewhere close. Yeah, he's 249 right now, 5'10". Yep, just about. He got the head shape of a running back, too. Like, nobody else.
Yep.
Nobody else has a head shape like that. That's literally
every running back coach got a head shape like that.
Every running back coach. They either have a shortcut like this or bald, but it's the same head shape for every running back coach ever of all time. Of all time. That's crazy. This Heisman thing is wild. These pictures are terrible too. Like, why didn't they care? Who did these pictures? Like Cam Newton just at home chilling.
Yo, I remember Jason White. Jason White was a beast in college. I just don't know what. I think he had lack of arm strength. I think that's why he was like a 6th-round pick or something. But he was like one of the top quarterbacks in college. I think that's why I was pretty young back then.
They hated.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they even showed a picture. I'm surprised they even showed a picture. It's like, oh, nobody won it that year. So technically, Reggie Bush. Ron Dane was the next running back after Mark Ingram to win it. Not Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush never existed.
Technically, you got to go all the way up here. Dang, I forgot about Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams was crazy, bro. That was fun.
Amazing, yeah.
Boy, but all this list has is Oklahoma, Ohio State, USC, and Wisconsin. The occasional Texas, the occasional somebody else. Golly. Enjoy. We had Herschel Walker way back. That's it. That's all we got. And one guy, basically we basically agree on everything.
You would call us libtards too. Herschel Walker would call us libtards too, right?
Yeah. Hey man, you can't take that one away. I don't care. What's your guy's name there? It's been a while for me. Wait, what you mean? What's my guy's name? But yeah, Juan Gotti, yeah, bro. Pretty much everything but future the quarterback. He said, "Hey, Juan, he said you and Rico look the same age. I don't know if that means you look 26 or Rico looks 18. I've always gotten I look really young. Like back when I was in high school, when I was 17 and 16, people thought I was in like 9th grade. It's always been that way. And then I was in college at 17, and people thinking like why am I here and stuff. I've always gotten that. Rico the OG, I'm the young, but people always assume I'm more younger than I am.
I had to grow the beard out just because of that. Like I get that too. Like I look younger, so I had to grow the beard out, show my maturity. You know what I'm saying?
I can't be mad at it. I mean, your voice is deep enough to be 30, but I mean, I guess the beard helps too. Beard helps too. Oh yeah, I saw Fields thread the needle with that one pass. Hey, it's an offensive game right now. How you say you remember Ricky Williams like the man was lost or ancient, bro? Those just good times type of thing. Like Ricky Williams, he said ancient, but those were good times, bro.
He was one of the NFL players that tried to be an entrepreneur, try to retire just so he could just like smoke weed or sell weed all day. I remember that.
That was so sad. Even though Georgia was worse back then, college football was most fun when USC, Florida State, Boise State, and all of them were really good. You know what I'm saying? I miss those days. USC being good was really fun for college football. It's weird USC sucks now. Like it's not the same. Florida State sucking is not the same. It's not fun. It's not as fun. Even though my Georgia used to be even worse than they are now back then. College football is just not the same without those teams being good. And Miami hasn't been the same since. I mean, they're working on it, but Miami has not been, boy. When you ain't the young, here's the road belongs to my young man, Sean. No, he said, no, what? Wait, where we at? He played in that weak system and didn't have a real QB. The youngest one here, actually. I was drunk. He said I was drunk. He said that too many months in a row, have been drunk. That's a good thing. So when you're 40, you'll look 26. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I like looking young. I don't mind it. I'm cool with looking young. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly okay with it. I was thinking of joining your party earlier, Rico, but I fell asleep. Hey, Rico, you seen Will Anderson clowning? Knew it was coming. Nah, I didn't see it. What'd he say, bruh? What'd he say? Because I'm tired of Will Anderson, bro. I'm really tired. I'm sick of him. Don't turn Ricky into a drug dealer. I won't allow it. He just enjoyed a blunt every now and then.
No, he did it. He stopped his old NFL career just for weed. He did it to himself. He did it voluntarily too. Not like Josh Gordon. He did it voluntarily. Like, look, I'm giving this all up. Like, I'm a top running back in the NFL. I don't care. I just want to smoke.
Actually, when I think about it, Alabama,
he was on 16 minutes and everything.
Yeah, he did admit to it, but well, Alabama being the Alabama they were with Nick Saban, I feel like is the reason college football isn't as fun as it used to be. Because again, back to USC, Florida State, I mean, like it just seemed like there was so many good teams. Then the Alabama dynasty came and it just wasn't the same, bro. They were just running through everybody. It didn't matter, bro. They were taking all the recruits. It just didn't matter, bro. That dynasty ruined a lot, bro. It wasn't as bad as the Warriors with KD, but it was pretty bad, bro. He said, I mean, my bad for trying to believe in my QB. Too bad he said.
Alabama, like, literally was, like, consistently one of the worst teams in the SEC right before Saban came in. And then it was, like, literally from worst to first, like, all right when he got hired.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I mean, all they had to really do was recruit well in state. That's where Nick Saban started. Just recruit Alabama well. Alabama comes out with a bunch of 5 stars and 4 stars every season. You just got to recruit well in your home turf. He started with that.
They got nothing else to do over there.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, Alabama is football or rap. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, it's just one of the other one. I get you on Matthew Stafford, but we got to draft the QB. Matthew Stafford is good, but he's injury prone. He's getting older. I believe in him to this day, Juan, more than anyone. Been swinging punches for months, but I never said MVP. Yeah, Rich was right there with us, bro. All of us believed in him. Alabama made college football. Yeah, it wasn't the same, bro. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as boring as basketball with the KD Warriors, but it was pretty bad.
Oh, and I didn't realize this.
You say, wait, what happened?
No, I'm saying I didn't realize this was the Celtics Pistons game. Josh Jackson versus Jason Tatum. The 2 small forwards that were pitted against each other in the draft.
Yeah,
and Celtics
that's
made the
interesting. I never thought
right
about
pick.
that.
I forgot about that because Josh Jackson's in the Pistons now. He's actually been playing kind of decent.
Bet instead of a rookie, not to look
Oh
forward,
my
but if we
goodness!
win Sunday and we play the Bucks, most likely they will be without Devin White, and I forgot the other person.
Marcus Smart
Stupid
just
last
shot an
week
air
on
ball.
practice, he was lighting people up so silly. Saban told Sal's to sit Will down. Oh, so he was taking practice too hard, like he was knocking people out. His own guys. Hey, you never know. Maybe he planned on going to Georgia. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go to Alabama and hurt everybody, and then I'm gonna transfer to Georgia. Maybe that's what he's doing. You better watch out, Mark Paul. You might have a double agent on your side. Because I don't understand why he's out here knocking people out. That's what Trey Apke dumb self was doing during training camp. Remember that? Trey Apke knocked out Logan Thomas. He knocked out Terry McLaurin, and then Ron Rivera had to sit him down like, hey, yo, bro, you can maybe do this in regular games, but at the very least, don't do this to your own players. I mean, I'm not against you. I just want someone that can come in and win now because I don't want to waste this defense. Mac Jones in the second, maybe. I don't know. That's why I want a vet. Yeah, I can see the argument. I'm not mad at the argument. I'll prefer a vet over what we currently have, but I still prefer draft quarterback because they all have higher ceilings. And you never know. I mean, at the end of the day, all these guys are so mobile, and Matthew Stafford's not very mobile. That's why I like Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, all of them so much, because at the very least, you can at least kind of do what the Ravens are doing with Lamar Jackson. Because their passing game isn't even that great. Lamar Jackson isn't a great thrower, but he's just so fast in the offense they're running with them with the read option and all of that and throwing to their tight ends. We got Logan Thomas. Terry McLaurin is better than Hollywood Brown. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like we can do the same thing. Trey Lance is not as fast as Lamar Jackson. I would say he's like 80%. I would say like a Zach Wilson is like 60%. Matthew Stafford is like 15. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at the very least, even if those guys aren't ready to throw us to win games, they can at least be enough of a dual threat to use their legs and win games, open up the offense. We'll be able to run the ball better with the dual threat quarterback. We'll be able to throw the ball deeper because they're going to have to always have a QB spy. And then at the end of the day, you can teach somebody to run this check down offense. It's not that hard. You can bring in Zach Wilson and Trey Lance to just check it down to J.D. McKissick drive after drive. And Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas is wide open all the time because of Scott Turner scheming him open. I feel like anybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like we got to drop the QB in the first round. Lance Wilson and Mobile, they will be on rookie contract. And that's what I'm saying, too. You don't want to get a vet because you're going to have to pay him too much money. You pay Matthew Stafford all that money he wants, then you're not going to have money to repay. We're going to have to pay Jonathan Allen, Chase Roulier, and Brandon Sheriff this offseason. Then comes Deron Payne. Then comes Chase Young and Terry McLaurin, Cameron Curl, all these other guys. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be able to pay them all if you don't have a quarterback on a rookie deal. That's the only thing. That's the main thing with me. Money and mobility. Money and mobility as far as that's why I want to draft a quarterback.
Celtics shooting has been absolutely atrocious. Celtics shooting. Like, Jaylen Brown shot an air ball, too.
Hey, help them, man. Help them boys, man. Help them.
Got the lead right now. Derrick Rose hit a contested layup. Gave the Detroit Pistons the lead.
Man, shouts out Derrick Rose. Basketball. Yeah, I was about to say, shouts out to him, bro.
He's their best player. I would take him over Blake Griffin at this point, too. He's their best player.
Ooh, Justin Fields overthrew an open receiver. Just a little bit, just a tad bit. You got to do better than that. It's 14-14 in the Clemson-Ohio State game. Beginning of the second, Ohio State has the ball. 1st and 10, Justin Fields overthrew an open receiver. He had like a step or two on somebody else. You can't overthrow that. You can't overthrow that, boy. And Clemson defense looks lost, bro. They lost. I mean, but like at the end of the day, college teams lose players every draft. Like every year they lose players. It's just how well you can bounce back. And it just seemed like everybody just declined after last season. Was last year's draft class just that great? Did everybody just looks worse? I mean, I know Shay, you said because like COVID made it a little bit worse too. But teams don't even look as talented this year. It just seemed like talent is depleted too. I don't know what's going on. It just seemed like teams just look worse this year. It seems Alabama last year could beat this Alabama. Ohio State last year could beat this Ohio State. Clemson last year can beat this Clemson. Like it just LSU. Now LSU is the definition of lost players. Now we know why them. We know why them. Without Joe Burrow, you can literally have LSU last year without Joe Burrow. They're not that good. Period. They're not. That was literally Joe Burrow's year. If Alec retires, we should drop Allen and keep Heineke. I'm definitely down for that. Sign Fitz and draft a mid-round QB. That's an interesting strategy. Again, I'm not down for that, but that's interesting. I won't be mad at that. But right now we're game managers and greed. I think honestly, Trey Lance and Zach Wilson can step in and be game managers because with their mobility, things are always going to be open because teams have to watch their legs, teams have to watch their big arm. So at the end of the day, somebody's going to be open. That just run the same offense that the Eagles are running with Jalen Hurts, that the Ravens are running with Lamar Jackson. And at the very least, you'll have a guy that can run and get yards with his legs and can throw underneath. You can, bro, anybody. I think we can dink and dunk to J.D. McKissick and Logan Thomas, bro. Like at the end of the day, like
absolutely horrible. They need to stop shooting.
Smart,
yeah. Like they missed like the past 3 shots badly. They need to stop.
He was shooting really well in the bubble.
He was shooting well to start the season too, but today
he's just struggling in this game.
Yeah.
Remember when going for a layup against Detroit was dangerous? I do. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. They was beating up on poor Michael for a minute too. Poor Michael Jordan. Should we go offensive line?
Even in like 2004, it was kind of dangerous with Ben Wallace.
Oh, you talking about the Wallaces and all of that.
Like Pistons have good defensive teams.
That has to be on purpose.
Like historically good defensive teams. Yeah, it was their identity.
We should go offensive line for football team, get QB later. Now, I super disagree. I don't even think our offensive line is that bad. We can get somebody later maybe, but our offensive line is top 15 in the league already. Rico, do you think if Alex retires, maybe we should hire him? I'm down to do something in the quarterback room. Remember, Alex Smith turned down Harvard to go to, I forgot where did he end up going? By the way, like Alex Smith is really smart. Oh, good play calling, good throw by Iowa State.
I believe he went to Utah, right?
Yeah, Utah. I knew it was a red team. I could not think of what the red team was. I was about to say Wisconsin, and I knew it wasn't. But yeah, so like I would love to have Alex Smith in the building as an employee, just not as a player. Please get that, bro. $25 million a year, Seyi. He's gonna cost $25 million next year. No, we're not doing this.
I would love to be Alex Smith right now.
Not doing this. Pat Mahomes learned behind Alex Smith. Same with Colin Cap. Yep, we should get a vet and trade up for Lance. Hey, bro, whatever scenario equals getting Trey Lance, I'm happy. That's why Matt Stafford is not only one I want because of the money. I take a QB in the draft, but that's just not my first option. Yeah, I'm kind of like you, Gotti, where it's like where I prefer draft, but I'm okay with a vet. You're like the opposite. You prefer vet, but you'll take draft. Yeah. I'm not really against getting a vet. I just think it's smarter with like if you're looking at our team in a 5-year Super Bowl winning window, drafting a quarterback is better because you have more money to spend everywhere else. And all of these draftable quarterbacks that I want are way more mobile than Matthew Stafford. So at the very least, you can run a Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson offense.
Stop shooting threes. You're not hitting any of them. That was Jason Tatum missing that three as well. Oh my goodness, missing a layup too? Oh, they just cannot hit anything. Well, 5 seconds left. Detroit winning 95-93. Come on,
off night. Let me go to Clemson, Ohio State box score so y'all can see that while we chilling.
Jason Tatum had a great look and couldn't hit that three.
Somebody help that man. Rico, I'm thinking first round. If we don't go our ideal QB, we can get wide receiver. What position? If we're not going QB first round, I'm going, if there's an elite like Nasir Adeline or something, I'm going free safety or elite linebacker. Like if we can somehow get Micah Parsons. If we're not going quarterback, I think it needs to be linebacker or safety because offensive line is better than a lot of people give us credit for. And we've seen in the draft, you can get a receiver rounds 3 through 6 and they come in balling. Like that's just the thing. Or even rounds.
This is right now?
Oh, yeah. No, this is not right now. This is not right now. I'm trying to show the score. I don't know why they're doing this to me. I'm trying to show Gamecast, but they showing that. I don't know why they're showing that. I just want to see not this, not the play-by-play.
Okay, last year.
Yeah, that was definitely last year. Oh, yeah, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. That's where I'm tripping. I was messing up. Oh, there we go. Bet.
I saw J.K. Dobbins, like, yeah, that's last year.
It's up there. It's right there. Rico, it's up there. If I want a vet, I want somewhere in their late 20s. They'll still be young. That's what Smokes was saying. Smokes was saying he wants somebody young. He don't want somebody like in their 30s. I want the best player available. If that is QB, I'm all for it. I feel that. I'm literally best player available. Huh?
Dwayne Haskins is going to go to New England. It's a done deal. He's going to sign. He's
You want
come.
him? You want?
Yeah.
I have heard Carolina.
How much we're paying him? Nothing. Like let's get him.
Nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. That's true. I'm surprised nobody claimed him on waivers. So I mean, hey, he's out there for free. But yeah, Patrick West, I'm literally every year best player available. I've never been tank for quarterback guy. And even then to this year, I'm not like tank for it. I just prefer to lose games if we can, but I'm never tank. But like I've never been like lose for quarterback guy until this year because I'm just that high on the quarterbacks this draft. Like normally, even y'all can check my videos before the offseason. I was team Penei Sewell and Jamar Chase the whole way. I was team build through the trenches or go get you an elite receiver or whatever. But then as the college season went on, Justin Fields improved. Trevor Lawrence was an automatic lock. Trey Lance, after I finally went and watched his film, Zach Wilson started emerging. I'm like, bro, we can't miss on one of these guys. We just can't. I just feel like you can't pass on one of these guys. And I keep saying it. I've always been team best player available no matter what. Build through the trenches first, get offensive line and defensive line, worry about the rest later. But I think these quarterbacks coming out are so different. And the NFL environment is different. Young quarterbacks come out here and excel often now. It used to be really rare, and it's still not an automatic hit. But, I mean, teams are doing it left and right now with these young quarterbacks because they're putting the offense around them to make it work. If he's not good at throwing deep, don't throw it deep. If he's not a very good, accurate intermediate thrower, don't throw it intermediate. Do whatever he does well and work with that. That's why all these quarterbacks are successful right now.
And I think y'all in the comments, y'all getting this wrong. Like Jamon, he got it perfect. Like, why wouldn't you sign a former first round pick for
that's smart.
Like, what's the minimum? Like I don't think it's 500. It's 750K. Ain't that the minimum? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Who's young, who still is touching the surface on his potential. And Patriots have a track record of taking guys with a lot of baggage and making them into different players. Like, why wouldn't we do that? You don't got a like drug problem, you don't got a weed problem like Josh Gordon. Why wouldn't we do that? It makes perfect sense.
I agree.
If he acts up or it turns out he's not as good as expected, we'll just cut him for nothing. Like, there's no risk in it at all. It's like all reward, no risk.
I agree wholeheartedly. There's literally nothing to lose. We're the only team in the league that has something to lose as far as Haskins goes. Now that he's released from us, there's no team that has anything to lose from bringing him in. He's not enough of a locker room cancer to where he ruins a team, unless like he does something stupid with COVID. But other than that, like literally, like he's not like a troublemaker. He's not out here fighting people. Like having him in your locker room doesn't ruin your locker room. He just, he is immature though. He's very immature. Let me see. Yeah, I feel you what it takes rookie QB. No, but I mean, I kind of disagree because we're seeing guys come out right out the gate first year succeeding, but it's mostly because their offensive coordinators nowadays are actually putting offenses around quarterbacks to get the best out of them and to match their weaknesses. Justin Herbert has a lot of weaknesses. Jalen Hurts has a lot of weaknesses, but they've been doing whatever they can to make sure that the teams don't expose those weaknesses. They play to their strengths. Josh Allen was horrible the first 2 years, but then Allen just got better, plain and simple. But he wasn't
really horrible last year. He just couldn't really throw. Like, he just improved his passing, but he wasn't horrible last year. He actually showed potential to be the quarterback he is this year.
Yeah, it was like it was flashes last year. Yeah. But first year was like, what is that? College first year, what is that? He said, who's to say we draft a quarterback first round? Maybe we like, but again, I keep saying like that Seahawks Russell Wilson thing will never happen again. Cause like, that's a different example. I understand you may be able to get a franchise guy later in the draft. That is possible. That's possible. But like Russell Wilson, I feel like is a bad example. Cause again, Russell Wilson in the fifth will never happen again. He was crazy in college. Everybody saw how far he was in college. Everybody thought he may be great, but they literally teams passed on him because of his height. Teams don't do that anymore. We've seen from Kyler Murray going first overall, Baker Mayfield going first overall. No team is missing out on the opportunity to get the next Russell Wilson ever again.
I remember when I watched one game with Russell Wilson when he was in Nebraska. I think that's when he was like a sophomore or something. And I was like, oh, this guy is nice. Like, why is nobody talking about him?
Yeah, exactly. He was balling. People were just like, nah, his height, don't do it. And then after he started balling, he paved the way for all these other short guys to get drafted high. Number one overall at that. Russell Wilson, if Russell Wilson would have came out after another Russell Wilson, he would have gone first overall in that draft. Yeah, he would have been first overall in that draft. They literally only
like how Trevor Lawrence is looked right now, like the Andrew Luck caliber number one pick.
Literally teams were just being heightist, like racism but height. That was it. Teams never gonna make that mistake again. So you're not gonna get a Russell Wilson late. I mean, it's still possible to get a quarterback later, but like J-Do said, it's harder to hit on QBs later than it is in the first. But I understand
to get a Gardner Minshew than a Russell Wilson. I'll just say that. It's more likely to get a Gardner Minshew than a Russell Wilson if you're gonna get a sleeper.
I agree. And Sam Darnold, for the same reasons I thought he may fail at the NFL level, is the reasons he's failing. Turnover prone, fumbles, bad decision maker, all of that type of stuff, and a slight lack of mobility. But at the end of the day, he may go to a team to be good.
Yeah, he's the type of prospect that would have benefited if he would have went to a more stable organization. But the Jets are anything but stable. So
he can't carry a team. Sam Darnold cannot carry a team.
I said this, like watching him USC, like there's no way he should play his first year. I said watching USC, like if I'm drafting him in the NFL, he's not playing at all the first year. He is not playing at all the first year because he's too turnover prone, but he has the potential. I've seen it in USC, but I need him to do a Carson Palmer and sit for 1 year before playing.
Rico, you got a link for the Clemson versus OU. What is it at? This is what I'm watching it on. Y'all already know. Go to Volakit, the typical Volakit. If we draft the wide receiver, I want it to be late and for them to be a technician like Diggs or Adams, not the fastest or biggest, but they're great. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm normally draft the guy that's the most talented, the most athletic, freakish athleticism, the guy with the most potential. But with how good Terry McLaurin already is, if we can just get a guaranteed wide receiver too that's always open and always catches stuff, Rich, I actually agree with you. That's great. I normally take the most talented, the guy with the highest ceiling. But honestly, if we can just get somebody that we know for sure is going to always be open, and Adam Thielen to the Stephon Diggs, something like that, I'm down to do that. What do y'all think about Jake Fromm? He's horrible. He was holding back my Georgia Bulldogs for the past few years. I hate him. If it's Kyle, he's racist.
Mark Paul asked the Duke quarterback. I don't know if you answered it. We actually the Duke quarterback is still the Giants quarterback. Yeah, Daniel Jones is still the quarterback. He's just hurt. So that's why you see who's the quarterback right now? Colt McCoy for the Giants.
Yeah, he plays when I think Daniel Jones is playing. I think he played last week and is going to play this week.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you don't play for Clemson, I'm not taking any Carolina QB. If it's Kyle, I say get the QB no matter what it takes because I have faith he can find late gems in other positions. That's what I'm saying too. Like Kyle Smith has shown us that he can get a star receiver, a star linebacker, a star running back, star safety, Cameron Curlin, a 7-star center. He can get these guys later. So why spend a first-round pick on tackle or wide receiver when we can do that later? We've seen for a fact Kyle Smith knows how to get star players later in the draft, but we have not seen him get a star quarterback later in the draft yet. He hasn't necessarily done it in the first either, but I'm taking my odds with the first-round guy, me personally, because it's easier to hit on quarterback in the first round than later. That's just facts. It's not easy. It's still really hard to do. But again, with this day and age with young quarterbacks coming out here, as long as you have some mobility, you have an offensive coordinator that's willing to build an offense around that young quarterback, they can be impactful immediately day one. They may not be the best they're going to be. They may not be at their ceiling, but they're going to be at least impactful enough to win you games, especially with a defense like this.
You see that broken tackle Sermon did?
Nah, I missed it.
Oh man, that was a great.
Where are you at? I'm 755.
You're like
755.
Oh, you way behind. You way behind. That's 720.
Yeah, I've already accepted my fate. Appreciate the donation, my boy Alexander Wilson. Appreciate that. I would rather acquire Stafford, also the best Washington football team QB last 20 years, was drafted in the 4th round. If you're talking about Kirk Cousins, though, Kirk Cousins wasn't even that good, so I don't even count that. Like it's RG3 was better. He just couldn't stay healthy, which I thought before we drafted him. I was like, all right, you take RG3, get ready for the injury proneness. It turned out to be better than I thought for the first year, and then worse than I thought after that. Yeah, like he was injury prone already, so I already knew. I don't know why I interview other GMs. I don't know why we're looking at other GMs. I think Kyle Smith. I mean, I've heard somebody make a point that that like they think Kyle Smith is a great talent evaluator, but he's not necessarily a great leader in like all the other parts of the GM role. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Again, I'm not there to tell you. I don't know what Ron Rivera feels about him, why this is happening, why we're still looking for other GMs. But that's what I heard. They say he's like A1 top tier, talent evaluator, as we've seen with our late round gems. But they said like the other parts of being a GM, he's not that great at, or something like that. How important is time of possession?
As a GM, isn't the main thing I should be looking for is talent evaluation? Who cares about the leadership part? Isn't that what a coach should bring, not a GM? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know. If I'm looking for a GM, that's all I care about. But then again, I don't know how professional locker rooms work. I don't know how much of a role a GM plays into that. But yeah. I just don't see like what do you need leadership as a GM? Like you just need to find the players. The coach needs the leadership.
I don't, but that's what I heard from. I saw like a tweet somewhere, and it was like they're questioning his leadership or something. Like I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't know. They're saying he's just not good at the other stuff that GMs are supposed to do. So how important is time of possession? I think Scott relies too much on the passing game. No, I think you got to add an asterisk and say he relies too much on the passing game with these bad quarterbacks we have. I think you get a better quarterback, then we can do it. But the best thing for our defense is an offense with the best O-line and running game. But that's what I'm saying. A dual threat quarterback is going to keep time of possession. When you need a 3rd and 4, he can pick it up with his legs. That's more time off the clock that your offense is doing. I think the best thing for our great defense is a mobile quarterback. You see how much Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray and Josh Allen and all these guys have the ball? Because at the worst, break glass in case of emergency, they can pick up a 3rd down, a 3rd and short with their legs. You know what I'm saying? So if you're talking about, and then also a dual threat quarterback opens up the running game. A dual threat, because if we don't run read option at all, the only time we ran read option was with Logan Thomas. Like that tells you how bad our mobility is at quarterback this year. So like you have a dual threat quarterback read option that keeps linebackers still. They're not able to be as aggressive and as proactive as they want to be. And with Antonio Gibson's athleticism and speed, that just makes things easier for him. You know what I'm saying? So I think just mobile quarterback solves every problem that we have. This is a stacked running back draft class. Yeah, it is. Actually, a lot of dogs out there. You said RG3, take away the read option. He was god awful. But you can't, though. That's what I'm saying. RG3 was better at his best. But, of course, Kirk Cousins was better overall. I mean, because he didn't get hurt as much. But RG3, and then again, my point is, I knew RG3 was injury prone before we even drafted him. So I didn't even think he was worthy to just go straight 2nd overall right after Andrew Luck. So I don't even, me personally, I don't consider him that stigma of 1st round picks not working out. Because I could have told you before we drafted him, if I had a YouTube channel, this man has been injury prone at Baylor. Watch out for him at the NFL level. He may get hurt and his career may be over. And that's what happened. I hoped it didn't happen. And then after the bye week, when we were 3-6 and then we started winning games, I was like, okay, maybe he can, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little something. And then right back to earth. Injury prone. RG3 came right back again.
Yeah, I've been following RG3's career, like I think since he was like a freshman in Baylor. And like I never thought he was going to be a top 5 pick. But yeah, I was wondering why no one was making a big deal of how he was just like out for that whole year, his sophomore year, for an ACL tear. And I'm like, the way he runs too, and then he's skinny.
And he didn't even know how to slide.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He didn't even know how to slide, bro. Like, he would pick up 5 yards. He needs 3 yards for the 1st down. He'll pick up 5, and instead of sliding, get ran over. Like, it was, bro.
Oh, you're gonna hate watching this at 6 minutes, Rico. Oh,
6 minutes, what happened?
Speaking of not knowing how to slide, Justin Fields got hurt. And he's in pain right now. He was trying to do a spin move on a linebacker, and the linebacker rammed his helmet to his back.
Why was he trying so hard? You're a franchise quarterback. Why?
Oh my, that does not look good.
We definitely gave up too much draft capital for RG3. We gave up way too much. And that's the thing, like to get Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, we don't even have to give up a bunch of 1st round picks this draft. Like again, I'm working on a video. I'm gonna wait till after the season ends to release it, because I want to know exactly what pick we have in the draft, like permanently, like exactly what we'll be. And I'm releasing a video on all the trade up scenarios to trade up instead of top 10 from outside the top 10, and it's not that bad. We will not have to give up anywhere near as much value as we did with RG3, where we had to give up the whole damn team basically. I've never in my life heard anyone complain about an NFL team. Bro, Smokes, our offense would be crazy with read option. I'm telling you that now.
I think Fields just got the wind knocked out of him. He looks good now. He just probably because that was a big hit. He just probably got the wind knocked out of him.
Oh baby,
they're probably gonna look at that to see if it's like a helmet. He did use his helmet to ram it into his back, so that probably is a penalty right there. It's not helmet to helmet, but I don't know. He used his helmet and he rammed it into his back. That's dangerous.
Justin Fields' face is
he could be hurt, but the fact that he walked under his own power, I think that's promising.
His face is too big for his head. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just crazy. What if Washington was going to play in the NFC Championship game in the Super Bowl? Would you have a big show leading up to the games? What would your show be like? Oh yeah, we'd be out here celebrating. I just highly doubt we make it that far, but if we do, hey man, we out here celebrating. Ron didn't pick Bryce Love, so there's no guarantee that we keep him. It's a good point, HCTR 445. We don't know if he's the same guy who drafts as many dogs in the upcoming class. It's a pretty good point, Rico. You got another link I can use. I can't watch the game. Oh, hold on, I got you. I'm B-list sport. Here you go.
It's on ESPN. So if we want to watch on TV, it's on ESPN.
Out of body experience. What channel is it on? I don't know what channel it's on. Probably for you. I don't have cable, and I'm in Atlanta, so I definitely can't help you with that. It's ESPN.
It's ESPN.
Chiefs gave up 27-13, 2018 first. He said 2017 first.
The game for targeting.
Not that much. Yeah, that's not that bad. Exactly. He might come back on the field.
I didn't know if that's was worth a disqualification, but he got thrown out the game for targeting James Scalzi.
But it looked like he looked like, I mean, he had his helmet in it, but it looked like his shoulder and he was wrapping up. It'd be different if he wasn't wrapping up.
I just feel like because it's Justin Fields, it's more that
Yeah. That's not fair. Yeah, he tried to wrap up. That's Justin Fields' fault for the way he was running. I don't like that call. But yeah, that's not a lot of value, J-Doe. And I don't think we'll have the 26 pick. I think at the worst 19. So we'll give up even less than that to move up to the number 10 pick. They threw him out the game. Yeah, that sucks. You got a point, but you got to remember he never played an NFL snap, and Ron will probably give him a chance. Yeah, I mean, again, Ron Rivera in training camp said that that Bryce Love looked like the best running back on roster a couple of days in training camp. Like just like a couple of days, he was the most explosive guy. He just couldn't stay healthy enough to do it consistently. So maybe Ron Rivera likes him. He complimented him. I mean, we've seen what Cameron Curl's doing, and Ron Rivera kept complimenting him during training camp. I just joined it, so I hear the NFL wants to do away with the offseason programs. Did you hear anything about that? If not, would you do some research and get back? All right, bet. Offseason programs, period? I never heard about that. Korean American black dude face curves around to the back of his head. That's why I say don't release it. Read option is a gimmick to disguise the offense. If your franchise quarterback is running read option, you probably a lot of teams run read option. Everybody runs it to an extent. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, even Pat Mahomes occasionally. It just keeps defenses frozen. Like it just freezes your linebackers. I think every team should run read option.
Justin Fields just threw a touchdown and he's still limping with his back. And he just threw a touchdown the next play.
Right now. Yeah, I see him limping off the sideline right now.
He just threw a touchdown. He just threw a quick touchdown. Like, all right, let me just do this real quick then. All right, I'll let my defense
right back
while I go rest.
Yeah, he looked like he in super pain under that helmet. Oh, baby. But I understand. No, some teams do run read option to make up for their flaws, but I think every team should run read option. I think every team does. A lot of teams do. Even Pat Mahomes runs it. Josh Allen runs it. Now, they're not necessarily going to run with the quarterback most of the time, but you know what I'm saying? At least it's a threat. We can't even pose it as a threat with Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, and Kyle Allen. Nobody's going to believe it because he's the second back if he comes back. Justin Fields is still hurt throughout a TD. That was a really good throw, too.
Yeah,
I mean, I keep saying Justin Fields on his best day and Trey Lance on his best day are better than Zach Wilson. It's just Zach Wilson, I would say, is probably a little bit more consistent than both of those guys. But those guys are way more talented than Zach Wilson. But that's why I'm cool with either of the four, including Trevor Lawrence. I'm cool with all of them. Honestly, Trey Lance, I mean, I'm not saying it's likely. I'm actually saying it's quite unlikely. Trey Lance at his best is going to probably be better than Trevor Lawrence at his best, just off of the fact he has a strong arm, he's faster and all of that. He has a quicker release too. Now, of course, Trevor Lawrence is way safer. And if I had to put money on who's going to end up being a better quarterback, of course, Trevor Lawrence. But Trey Lance, his talent, he's the most talented quarterback in this draft, period. In my opinion, he has strongest arm, fastest out of the top four too. It's ridiculous. But again, you got to hope that if we draft them, Scott Turner's willing to be patient enough to get him to work with him. Fans want a game manager, but when it comes down to playing against other elite quarterbacks, game managers won't get the job done. Exactly. Like Jimmy G against Mahomes. Exactly. Saying this for forever, J-Doe. Thank you. Who looks better in college, Dwayne Haskins or Justin Fields? Dwayne Haskins has better stats, but I still like Justin Fields better coming out. I didn't even want Dwayne Haskins coming out of college, so that should tell you everything. Just the lack of mobility. I don't want another immobile quarterback.
Dwayne Haskins had a better team around him, right?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, receivers. I mean, just even Terry McLaurin by itself. Yeah, I mean, defense too. Better defense. All of that.
And he had Zeke.
Yeah, and Zeke. Yep, had Zeke for. I think he had Zeke for a year. Did he have Zeke? No, did he have Zeke?
He had Zeke. Oh no! He didn't have to go play for 1 year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he didn't have Zeke
for 1 year. Zeke only had Cardell Jones.
He had. I mean, he had J.K. Dobbins. He had all of them. Rico, would you mind if we draft Justin Fields? I like Justin Fields a lot. Let's be clear. It's a difference between teams running read option as an offensive teams calling. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want us to do. I want us to use it, not it be the main point of our offense. Or even then, if you have Trey Lance, he's fast enough to where it can be. Trey Lance can literally do what Lamar Jackson does right now, just with a stronger arm. And slightly less fast, but not to a difference to where you can't run the same exact offense Lamar Jackson is running with better receivers. Did run RP on read option this year. Boy, rarely. We ran it with Logan Thomas. I don't remember the other time we ran it. I don't think we ran it with Kirk Cousins. We might have ran it a couple of times with Kyle Allen.
I don't know about Target.
A couple of times with Dwayne Haskins, but I would love Justin Fields, King Sean. How healthy can a mobile quarterback be? Do you consider Deshaun Watson? But yeah, I mean, but Deshaun Watson's different because his offensive line is horrible. Russell Wilson's offensive line is horrible. But if you look at Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, those are all mobile quarterbacks. And they're not hurt every week, every now and then, because the offensive lines are pretty good. Our offensive line, I think, is just as good as, or almost just as good as the Chiefs. And I feel like it's better than what the Bills may have. Or at least close to it, you know what I'm saying? So I think we have the offensive line to where our quarterback wouldn't be getting banged up like Deshaun Watson behind that terrible Texans O-line and Russell Wilson behind that bad Seahawks O-line. You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray doesn't get hurt. Lamar Jackson doesn't really get hurt. I'm trying to think of all the mobile. Justin Herbert's been pretty straight. We're not talking about lightning speed, Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson all the time when I'm saying mobile. I'm just saying at the very least be Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'll take a statue as long as he can throw and run a defense. Nah, I'm good. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that, bro. What are your thoughts on Mac Jones? I'm not a big Mac Jones fan. I like him more than Kyle Trask, but that's the same thing. I don't really. Not mobile. I'm good. Number too many teams have D-line like ours. A statue will probably make the O-line better. Nah, I think mobility will make the O-line better. But again, we just going to have to agree to disagree. I'm never going to prefer. At this point, maybe 7 years ago, I would have been with you. But now, mobile quarterback all the way, and it's not even close. Look at Trevor Lawrence scrambling. Like look at that. Trevor Lawrence, at least give me Trevor Lawrence mobility. Deshaun Watson is MVP candidate on this team. He just doesn't play on a good team. I agree, exactly. Is Daron Payne a top 5 interior defensive lineman? At first I thought Daron Payne was better than Jonathan Allen, but this year Jonathan Allen is better than Daron Payne. Now top 5, maybe. Like this second half of the season, Jonathan Allen has played like a top 5 interior defensive lineman. And Daron Payne's not far behind him. He just hasn't been Jonathan Allen. Chris Cooley said Ohio State runs 0 NFL pass the concept. So any QB out that system will be a project, and that's the truth. First of all, I appreciate the donation. And yeah, I mean, of course, Justin Fields is probably going to need some time. But I mean, if Justin Herbert can work out, Justin Fields can work out. Because Ohio State's offense doesn't prepare college quarterbacks for the NFL, but it's not worse than Oregon. And if Justin Herbert can make it out of Oregon with how gimmicky their offense is, it's even less NFL ready than Ohio State's. If Justin Herbert can make it, Justin Fields can make it. Here in Washington,
I feel like the gimmick offenses. I just feel like the gimmick offenses, they're not as much of a big deal as it was in the past. Because I feel like NFL is transitioning to college offenses anyway. So
yeah, they're doing the
gimmick offense. Yeah, so it doesn't really. It's not as big of a deal as it was before for quarterbacks transitioning.
Yeah, Josh Allen and Justin Herbert, even though they're not Lamar Jackson fast, aren't just playing like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. The NFL is different now. We can run the RPO at number 4. We still could. He's actually might be a little bit fast enough. Not too sure. I still prefer faster people like Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, and Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence, or whoever. But I don't think it would be easier to do it with number 4 than anybody else we've had. Hey, bro, not a single mobile quarterback in history of NFL has ever made an O-line better. Just gets you penalties. Now, Deshaun Watson.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm telling you, I was about to say Aaron Rodgers. If Deshaun Watson was not mobile, boy, they would never win a game. Russell Wilson, if he wasn't mobile, they would never win a game. Let me see. What happened to Justin? I missed it. He got hurt. He got hit real bad. Herbert worked out. Again, I mean, it's hard to replicate what Justin Herbert and Josh Allen have done with how their college offense is prepared. He said, I would trade our entire draft for Watson. Smokes, I'm right with you. I never said.
Pretty sure a lot of teams would do that. I'm pretty sure a lot of teams would do that for Watson. I'm pretty sure Texas would accept.
No, he didn't get injured, but
then again, if they had Bill O'Brien, they probably would accept.
I wouldn't even say Lamar Jackson's under Madden curse because even in college, he just wasn't that great of a thrower. We were waiting for him to develop. His rookie season, he never really threw that well. His second season, he started to throw better. And this year, he just didn't take steps forward to become a better passer. He's always going to be a good runner.
It's the scrambling quarterback curse. That's what it is. Every time, after a scrambling quarterback has a full first year under their belt where they light the NFL on fire, it's usually the following year where they get figured out because they'll lose one game that breakout year. And for Lamar Jackson, it was Titans, where all of a sudden now every other team knows how to stop you because they looked at what the Titans did and they're going to play the same way against you. So if you're a scrambling quarterback that's not really too proficient at throwing the football consistently, you're always going to get figured out. It happened to Vince Young, Michael Vick,
RG3. Because even when RG3 came back healthy, they were ready for that read option. They were ready for it.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is definitely mobile. Can I at least get Aaron Rodgers? I'm not talking.
He's more mobile when he was younger, but he's still mobile now.
Yeah, when I say mobile quarterback, I'm not saying everybody has to be Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson, but can we at least get Aaron Rodgers? Can we get Josh Allen? Can we get Pat Mahomes, Russell Wilson, whatever, Deshaun Watson? There's a lot of mobile quarterbacks out there.
And that's mobile. Lamar Jackson. He's not saying you have to be like Lamar Jackson speed or run out the pocket for 30 yards. It's less mobile around the pocket. You have to at least have to be mobile around the pocket, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
I think when people hear me say mobile quarterbacks, I think they're thinking Lamar Jackson and Mike Vick, and that's it, or Kyler Murray. That's it. I mean, even I'll take Baker Mayfield mobility. Please, something, at least, at the very least, Baker Mayfield, Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert, something, bro. Got to be able to move. Matthew Stafford is not as mobile as any of those guys. I love Matthew Stafford, but I just want at least Baker Mayfield level mobility.
Mobile as in quick on your feet mobile. Don't mean you have to break out a 20-yard run, but just quick on your feet. So if a pass rusher is coming at you, you can move in and out the pocket. Even Brady has some of that. Brady's immobile at all, but Brady just knows. He just has the timing down and then
he's just smart. Yeah, he just
to move around.
That's rare to find, though. You're not gonna find a Tom Brady. It's gonna be easier to find a Justin Herbert or Kyler Murray than you're gonna find another Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. You're not just a straight statue in the pocket that's that smart and that aware with that great of a clock in his head. You're just not. It's easier to find a mobile quarterback and make that work than trying to get a statue and make another Tom Brady. That's just not. That's way rarer. There's only one Tom Brady. There's only one Peyton Manning. It's just not gonna happen again. Cornelius Lucas is the answer at left tackle, in my opinion. Guys, mobile doesn't mean now Rico Stafford can move. Nah, not like them though. He's not a statue. He's not Eli Manning, but he's definitely not like who I'm talking about with Justin Herbert and all of those guys. He got drafted in 2019. Remember, he got signed up for a year. We're already back. Kyle Allen's a backup at best. I agree. Some get used up during the season. Pete Randall Cunningham's career carried team, but in the playoffs. But that's my thing, though. Our team is so great now that all the missing puzzle piece is quarterback. You get a good, strong arm mobile quarterback. He's not carrying a team like a Deshaun Watson. It'd be different.
Matt Ryan has an IQ too. Matt Ryan's pretty limited.
Matt Ryan does have an IQ.
But Matt Ryan has like kind of that level of IQ as well. It's just not as like I don't even say gift because
he's not elite. Yeah, he's just not. He's not elite. Yeah, but what's it called? Like it's not. If we were the Texans without Deshaun Watson yet, then I'd be like, yeah, go build offensive line, go get some receivers, build up the defense. But we're literally just a Deshaun Watson away from winning a Super Bowl. Literally, like that's it. So I feel like that's why I'm so serious about getting a quarterback. Again, I keep saying it over and over again for months. I'm normally the best player available in the draft. Even before the offseason started, I was Penei Sewell. I was Jamar Chase at all costs. I was Kyle Pitts at all costs. But then I see that our team, literally the main missing puzzle piece is quarterback, and we're ready to go. We're winning Super Bowls. That's it. You get Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, whoever. I feel like we're ready to win a Super Bowl, period. At least within the next 3 years.
You know what's weird, Matt Ryan?
It's gonna be pretty straight.
Matt Ryan during the year of the Super Bowl, Matt Ryan that 1 year in the Super Bowl was pretty mobile. Like he was breaking out for runs, he was moving it around the pocket. It was like that 1 year the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, he was pretty mobile. And that's most mobile I ever seen him. But after that, he just wasn't that mobile anymore. Like what happened?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Matt is that year under Kyle Shanahan, who was very mobile.
He said, just get a quarterback don't mean we're going to get the right guy. But again, like we've been saying all stream, is that it's not easy to hit on quarterbacks. Of course, it's never going to be. But it's easier nowadays because offenses are willing to build around that quarterback's weaknesses and strengths. I think Kyler Murray 10 years ago would have been a bust. I think Justin Herbert, Josh Allen 10 years ago would have been a bust. Teams are just building around their quarterbacks yet. And I feel like Trey Lance is arguably more talented than all of these other guys. If you're talking about just pure God-gifted talent, Trey Lance is more talented than Josh Allen and possibly even Kyler Murray and these guys. And I feel like if they can do it, if they're willing to be patient enough to build the offense around their quarterback that brings out their biggest strengths, I feel like we can do the same. I feel like it's definitely not easy to find a good quarterback, but it's definitely way less difficult than it used to be because now teams are building quarterbacks around, building offense around them. We're seeing guys hit over and over. Every year, it's about 2 or 3 guys hitting in the draft now at quarterback. Who watched this should get it for agency? I love Joe Thuney. Please, I would love Joe Thuney. I would love to get Joe Thuney. And what's good, Big Simple? What's good, man? We're not coming back. Oh, the Wizards are winning 98-69 right now. Y'all should be happy. Y'all gonna get y'all first win of the season. Goodness. Y'all gonna get y'all first win of the season, man. Congratulations, Wizards. No sarcasm, no troll, no nothing. Congratulations, bro. If we win Sunday, I think other team. I don't even think we have to win this Sunday. I think we're already a really good free agency destination. Just off of Ron Rivera alone. And then this defense, you see Chase Young, you see Terry McLaurin, you see all of these, just Antonio Gibson, Cameron Curl. Why would you not want to be a part of that? Me personally, like our team has just such elite, rare talent that if we could just put it all together at the same time, we're ready. He said, hold on, Lance more talented than Josh Allen. I would say, like, I'm talking about God-gifted talent. And I'm talking about, like, coming out of college. Like, Trey Lance is faster. His arm isn't as strong because Josh Allen probably has the strongest arm in the NFL. But Trey Lance is, like, right behind it. He's, like, a tier behind it. And I think he's fast. He's enough faster than Josh Allen for it to make up for how much less arm strength he has. And I think overall, if I had to give it a point system, I would say Trey Lance is more God-givenly talented, more athletic, and just God-given ability than Josh Allen and a lot of these guys out here. You know what I'm saying? We give the Texans 4 first-round picks, 2 second, and a third one. Dang, the whole thing for Deshaun Watson. Hold on, Land.
Texans still say no.
Still say
well.
Yeah, I mean, after you give up all that,
Bill O'Brien, probably.
Yeah, if they did, but they have a smarter like system now going on, and they gave up all that value for a tackle. So you don't want to just give up all that value for a tackle and then go around and trade away your quarterback. Like, yeah, Rico, but let me drop a gem on your melon. Let me open your eye, let your conscience be free. It's clear that Scott Turner wants to run his offense. Look at what he did with Haskins not using his strengths. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You saw when Taylor Heineke, the most mobile quarterback we've thrown out there all season, what our offense looked like. You saw what our offense, just imagine somebody faster and with a stronger arm, just more talented in general, what our offense can look like. I think we overachieve. We're not that talented other than the D-line. Nah, I think we are. I guess we just got to agree to disagree on that. I think our offensive line is top half of the league. I think we just need to address linebacker, free safety, and quarterback. Maybe another option for behind Terry McLaurin, but at the same time, Kelvin Harmon comes back and I like him. But yeah, Scott Turner, he's shown that with Kyle Allen, I think our offense was the most open with Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke. And what do they have in common? They both are willing to throw it downfield, and they were the most mobile quarterbacks we've had so far this season. And they're not even very mobile, but compared to what Alex Smith is after his severe injury, and compared to what Dwayne Haskins is, they Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen are our most mobile quarterbacks we've thrown out there, and our offenses look the most explosive with them. There's definitely not like a coincidence. That's not a coincidence at all. What's it called? So yeah, I think once we finally get Scott Turner, his guy, just like Antonio Gibson, we drafted Antonio Gibson because that was Scott Turner's guy. I feel like Ron Rivera will trust Scott Turner and they will agree on a quarterback together and take him in the draft. Honestly, I do. No, but I'm saying you kept saying these teams are not willing to run the offense from the QB strengths. I'm saying Scott Turner not going to do that. I think he will. I think literally the only reason he didn't do it is because Haskins, first of all, he didn't. I think, honestly, I forgot who said it, but somebody made a good point that I think it goes both ways with Haskins and Scott Turner and Ron Rivera and everybody. I don't think they tried their hardest to make Haskins work out. And, of course, Haskins was being immature. But I also think that after they saw Haskins' immaturity, they gave up on him early, like since the offseason. I think they just like, all right, we're not going to put all of our effort into making Haskins a good quarterback because he doesn't look like mature enough to handle it to want it enough. So I feel like once we actually have a quarterback that Scott Turner and Ron Rivera love, our offense is sky's the limit. I really believe that because, again, with Taylor Heineke, and Kyle Allen, we saw our offense actually be relatively explosive. Left side of our O-line is mediocre at best. Nah, I don't think so. Linebackers suck. Nah, Cole Holcomb is a top 10 linebacker. And Kevin Lewis is decent, but we do need to address linebacker. Wide receivers average. After Terry McLaurin, we can argue that, but I think Kelvin Harmon is going to be good. No backup running back. I like J.D. McKissick, and Peyton Barber is serviceable. And, yeah, free safety. We do need free safety. Yeah, we're extremely talented. We legit only beat one team. We're definitely, and I think quarterback is the main reason we've been sucking. I think everything else is there. If you compare us to other teams, I think we're better than a lot of these other teams. A lot of these other teams just have way better quarterbacks than us. That's why they're winning more games. Because I think overall we're better than the Seahawks. If you take away our quarterback and their quarterback, we're definitely better than the Seahawks. So we can do that with a lot of teams.
The thing is, a lot of teams. Yeah, I was saying a lot of teams can say that with the Seahawks. If you take away the Russell Wilson out the Seahawks, Patriots are better than them. Seahawks are probably the worst team in the NFL without Russell Wilson. Literally. I think we just good quarterback away. Wasn't it Jalen Adams that said something that they said they have the best defense in the league? And I was like, wait, what? I think Jalen Adams
talking about the Seahawks that we talking about.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that man was drunk on that one. He said,
like, wait, what? Oh, you check the stats, right?
You gonna stop. That man hit his head over the weekend or something. Cole Holcomb's a top 10 linebacker, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe we watching different film. But he's a top 10 linebacker to me. He's just inconsistent. When he's on, though, when Cole Holcomb's on, he's a top 10 linebacker. He's not consistent, but when he's on, he's on. He's on. Cole Holcomb. Y'all not gonna hate on Cole Holcomb like that. I have to admit it too, because I thought Shondell Hamilton would be the guy, and I thought Cole Holcomb was gonna take a step back. And Cole Holcomb surprised me this year. Cole Holcomb is like really good. I'm telling you, when Cole Holcomb is on, he's on. I think he's a top 10 linebacker. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. Top 10 linebacker in the NFC East. Bro. Cole Holcomb, I think he's that fire. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. Cole Holcomb, when he's on, is a top 10 linebacker to me.
I said Jalen Adams. I meant Jamal Adams. Yeah, Jamal Adams.
Oh yeah, I knew what you were talking about with Jamal Adams. I already had it. I saw LSU when you said it. I just assumed Kendall Fuller and Jalen Ramsey as cornerback.
Ohio State scored again. 11 seconds left. It's 34-14.
Justin Fields said he's not playing with him. He's not even celebrating that.
I'm gonna turn my TV off now. I was using the Wi-Fi. That's why I was cutting off a lot. But now, since 11 seconds left,
now the score is halftime too. Justin Fields isn't even celebrating. He like walked off with the straightest face. That man, like, I do this, and I like that.
He's out for revenge. What happened last year? He's out for revenge.
Wait, Cole Holcomb didn't get benched for Thomas Davis. Cole Holcomb was banged up. That's the only reason Thomas Davis has ever played this season, because of injuries. Now, if you want to say he's not a top 10 linebacker because when he's hurt, because he gets hurt and he's inconsistent. But when Cole Holcomb is on, when he's having a great game, he's top 10 linebacker in this NFL. I don't care what y'all say. And even then, I still feel like we need to go linebacker in free agency or draft. I still think Cole Holcomb and Kevin Pierre-Louis aren't enough. We still need more, but just put him in the Hall of Fame. I ain't saying I don't think top 10 linebacker in the NFL right now is an automatic Hall of Famer. Need a better linebacker. I want Bobby Wagner. That would be great too. Yeah, I like my boy Justin Fields talking his stuff though. He not even laughing. He not smiling. He not jumping up and down. That man threw that touchdown and just walked off with the straightest of faces. Like, man, I do this. You know what I'm saying? I do this. But he's still in pain too though. He looked like he hurting with his And yeah, the Landon Collins situation, I don't know, bro. We're paying him too much money, so I don't know how to do that. Let me look up Landon Collins' contract situation because he got to go, bro. He got to go, bro. At this point, we got to move him to linebacker or release him. It's that simple. He said, why is this so bad, though? But Justin Fields came to play, bro.
So y'all lost the trade with the Giants now, right?
It's not even the trade. It's how much we re-signed him for. I think Landon Collins is still a pretty good player, but I just don't like how much we're paying him. I'm not mad at the trade. I'm mad at how much we're paying him. Like, why? Where's the dead cap? So if we cut him for the 2021 season, we would incur $13 million. Right, like I'm saying, like why? But again, we tried to put it all more so on the back end so we can have salary cap last year because we tried to go to the playoffs last year. We tried too hard to go and win now mode last year, and look what it got us: 2 wins. It got us Chase Young too, but 2 wins. So now all his money just ugly, bro. Back end ugly, just straight ugly on the back end. Except for when we get like way later. But right now he's getting he's a 13 mil like cap hit. Naturally, you release him, he costs more. He literally costs more to not be on the team than to be on the team. So we can't release him next year. We just got to try him a linebacker or something. And then even then, 2022, 12 mil cap hit, 9.6 mil if you release him. Like that's not even that good. 2023 is the first window where it's like, okay, we might be releasable. Yeah, this contract situation is terrible, bro. Contract situation is horrible. Yeah, we need free safety real bad. But again, with how much we're paying Landon Collins, I don't think we go and get Anthony Harrison, Justice Simmons. I would love to, but I don't think we're gonna put $30 million into safety alone. You know what I'm saying? But look, the Wizards really about to win this game, though, for real. 108-78. Timberwolves getting mutilated.
This is unrelated, but I'm checking my cryptocurrency right now. Oh my goodness.
Well, you going stupid?
I put five.
Big bang.
I put $5 into this super cheap cryptocurrency called Dogecoin. I got it like when it was like 0.0045 cents. So right now it's at 0.0065 cents, and I'm up $2 off $5. Think if I would have put 1,000. That's wild. If I would have put 1,000,
you would have ate. Like, you would have ate.
That's way too cheap. I just did not trust. Huh?
Yeah, how do you predict cryptocurrency though? No, I'm just saying, how do you predict cryptocurrency? Like, how do you do that?
I read something that people wanted to put, like, they were trying to get people to put put their money to Dogecoin for New Year's to pump it up. I already had $2 in it just because it was super cheap, just in case it like actually becomes the next Bitcoin. Even though I really don't even know what it is. But once they did, I was like, do I want to put more money in there? I was like, no, I'll put $3 more to make it $5. So man, if I would have actually just put like the 1,000 I had in my buying power, oh my goodness, I would have made double. I think I did the math. I would have made double. I would have made another 1K. That's crazy. Damn. But I think that would be reckless putting a 1K into something that cheap when I'm not really rich enough to be doing that.
You don't even exactly. I mean, that sounded like a risk, but hey, it worked out.
I was just like, let me put $5, and then all of a sudden this explodes to like $10 or something. I'll make like a quick 1K or something. $5.
Hey, my boy Big Simple became a member, man. Appreciate that. I gotta add you to the list, man. Gotta add you to the list of the crib, man. Thank you, Big Simple, man. Really appreciate that. But we got a member in the chat. Let me see. I want to draft the end corner. Are we talking about linebacker and corner right now? No. But I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here because it is 10 p.m. Got a bunch of stuff I got to do real quick. So, man, I appreciate everybody. Wait, before I go, I don't want to start doing the outro and you don't have nothing like super to say. But we dip up out of here, Seyi.
I mean, nothing much. I actually just started watching Hunter x Hunter, and I've been binge watching it. I'm on the which arc? The Greed Island arc.
Okay, you almost there. Yeah. Chimera arc is the best arc, but you there. You getting there.
Oh, right now, York New City arc by far my favorite right now. I love the character of Karapika.
Karapika's fine.
That whole arc was amazing. This is easily my favorite anime of all the animes I've watched. Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Dragon Balls.
Bro, literally, what's it called? Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are consistently in a lot of people's top fives. Periods. A lot of people like Death Note.
Yeah,
all of those.
My favorite before this.
Yu Yu Hakusho is crazy. Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter are crazy, bro. Period.
This is like a newer version since Yu Yu Hakusho is pretty old, so like just newer animations, newer storylines. It probably just wins by default because of that. But like, yeah, like this is amazing. This is amazing so far. This that whole York New City art. So many usually the thing about anime tropes is like you don't know who's going to be the main fight. You know who's going to be the big bad. You know who's going to be the main fight. So you know, like who's gonna fight? You know, Vegeta's gonna fight like Boo or something. You know, Goku's gonna fight Boo. So Hunter x Hunter had Karapika was supposed to fight like all the Phantom Troop members and supposed to kill them. That was actually supposed to be in the prophecy, and it never happened. Hisoka was supposed to fight Crollo. That never happened. But they made you have these expectations and never happened. Yeah. It's really only two major fights, two major like battles. It was the Zoldyck versus Crollo. And say again?
When you get to that Chimera arc, is going to change your life, bro. That arc is like the most traumatizing, but and bro, it's crazy, bro. It's one of the best arcs of all time. I would say top arcs that I've ever seen is the is it Water Down in One Piece? I forgot. It's the one with the water town with all the rivers and stuff. Chimera Ant with Hunter x Hunter. The tournament thing with Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, yeah, I love the tournament art.
I would say Pain and Maru with Naruto were crazy. Like Great Ninja War and Pain. Those were crazy. It's crazy.
The first arc of Hunter x Hunter reminded me of the tournament arc of Yu Yu Hakusho. I could see the influence. And like Karapika, he's basically like Sasuke and Kurama put together. And I read that Sasuke was influenced by Karapika because Hunter x Hunter was made before Naruto. So, the original the manga. So that was influenced by Karapika.
I never thought about
family getting killed off, him out for revenge.
That's crazy. I never thought about that.
But then, like his demeanor is like Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, it is.
And like the way he go about things like Kurama, like putting his life on the line to be more powerful, or like if I ever turn evil, I'm basically going to kill myself. That's what Kurama did too.
Yep. Let me see. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, get to that Chimera Ant arc, bro. You're gonna be like, bro, what? I'm telling you, bro, it's the greatest thing ever, bro. One of the greatest arcs of anime history, bro.
You don't tell me to watch kid shows. You're 11. You watch kids. You're supposed to watch kid shows. What are you talking about?
He Smoke said, okay, Rico, leave, but we talking in the chat, so leave it running. Oh, yeah, and congratulations to the Wizards, bro, for real. Shouts out to the Wizards for getting a good dub today. I mean, it's not over yet. Oh, on my screen, it's not over, so I don't know. Maybe the game is over for y'all, but it's looking like it's going to be over. Yeah,
it's pretty much over.
Like it's over. So why not keep Jimmy Moreland? Yeah, Jimmy Moreland and Fabian Moreau are too cheap to just release. I don't even at least bring them back for training camp. That Sensui arc is insane.
Yeah. I love that villain.
Yeah.
I love that villain.
Yeah. I hated him, but I liked him like as a character. But just like as the show, like talking about the show, I hated him. Like I was really mad at him.
I read something that he's the guts and then sexual. Because they're asking like what like why is it like because he gets turned on by powerful people.
Yeah,
so they're saying he's a sexual.
Fabian Moreau is due for a contract year. I hope Fabian Moreau emerges. Fabulous, nice. All right, man, y'all. So yeah, definitely keep going through that Hunter, bro. Definitely check that out. And man, I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up, bro. As always, man, the Friday night stream. Make sure y'all pull up next Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Y'all already know how it go. Shay, anything you want to say before we dip up out of here?
I mean, I'm just still your fantasy guru. It's not going to change. It's unconditional. So whatever happens. I'm still your fantasy guru.
No. If you lose the championship, you're not fantasy guru. It's just not. It's not. That's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing anymore. But yeah, man. Make sure y'all pull up next Friday per usual. Shouts out to Big Simple for becoming a member. As always, man, y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Big Simple 422, bro. Definitely one of the most hype Burgundy and Gold fans to ever do it, bro. His streams always have me hyped, bro. So make sure y'all go check out my boy Big Simple. And yeah, man, congratulations to the Wizards. And it is a good point that Westbrook doesn't play, no triple double. Now the team is finally shooting over 50%. Might be something to that. might definitely be something to that. But yeah, man.
What did I tell y'all?
We'll catch y'all next week. I wish the best of luck to the Wizards, man, for real.
And Trade Nation, Bleach got way too many episodes. I can't do that.
I'm gonna eventually do it, but I'm like right now I've been watching One Piece over the course of 5 months, like just bit by bit. So that'll be my Bleach later on, but I'm still like only on episode 500 and something in One Piece. So I'm way behind still on that. But all right, y'all, man. Catch y'all later. We appreciate y'all. Next Friday, man.